What's going on, Landy boy?
Oh, not much. What's up with you, Tommy boy?
Oh, we're here filming a milestone episode, sort of. Episode 40 of the podcast.
Episode 40. So, again, keeping up with our episode tradition until I run out of numbers to give. Shout out Harrison Barnes, NBA player to wear the number 40. I promise I'm going to
Alright.
stop with the NBA players soon, but I just know Harrison Barnes wears number 40.
Yeah. You know what? Shout out Harrison Barnes, whoever that is. Magical
He's
sports
a
ball player.
he's a professional basketball player.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about sports ball, so yeah, it's pretty cool though. So
So you do know about wrestling, so some good old fashioned wrestling.
yeah, I love wrestling. Also, we've mentioned wrestling, the term, a few times. What movie is that from? The girl that was into
I don't
wrestling.
I don't think that's a movie. I think it's just like a
Or
term
it was
people have
a
thrown
part of a
around.
movie.
It's not a movie.
Look, I swear, like the whole movie's not about this chick, I don't think, but there is a movie with a girl that likes wrestling, but she's like a hillbilly, and she calls it wrestling, and I swear that's where the term comes from.
No, it's based on how people say it in the deep south. It's just wrestling.
I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, boy, I assure you, I would bet my life. I would bet my life, my soul, my heartbeat. Like pretty much, I would bet my livelihood that it does not come from a movie. It did not originate from a movie. It might have been said in a movie, but it did not originate in a movie at all.
Okay, well,
I guarantee you.
off my one poorly worded Google search, I can't even find the movie I'm thinking of, but I know I've heard that term in a movie, and at least that's where I recognize it from.
It's
But
just based basically on how like people say it in the deep south with that accent. Like, you want to watch some wrestling?
well,
You want
anyways,
to wrestle?
speaking of wrestling and people in the deep south, we're not really in the deep south. I got something to show off, but
Okay,
I sort of got to put it on really quick. So give me like 10 seconds.
okay. While Tommy was doing that, I got a massive announcement. So we're currently recording this
hold on,
on.
hold on.
It is Monday, April 28th, 2025. The day we're recording this. This Saturday, I believe, I get to go to the not so great city of Nashville, Tennessee. I've never been, but I assume it's a subpar city. Seems all right. But I get to
All right,
see
all right.
a band I've been wanting to see for over a decade. I've mentioned them on the show a few times before, I believe. I get to see Metallica live in Nashville, Tennessee. By the time this episode goes up, the concert might be like the next day or the day
All
after,
right, I'm gonna
something,
step
whatever.
off
I don't know.
camera. This is too hard to do.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, y'all are probably gonna be seeing this either right before or after the yeah episode. I mean the concert, because we still have episode 39 to put out after a few days. So yeah, y'all probably won't be seeing this until after the concert, because we do still have 39 to post. That's great. Just anybody who knows me knows I love Metallica, and I get to finally see Metallica live. They're doing the no repeat weekend, so I'm seeing them on the second night of no repeat weekend. You can see Ice Nine Kills open for them, which is no, it's would be worse, I guess. And Limp Biscuits opening for him. So whenever Tommy Boy's coming back, I'll have to tell him that if he can't hear me. I don't know if you can hear me right now, Tommy
I can
Boy,
hear
but
you. Yeah.
okay. So what do you think about Limp Biscuit
Um,
opening for Metallica?
um, I love Limp Bizkit. I love that one song where they say it's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Is this the
You
one
don't
I
really
want?
know
Okay,
why, but
yeah,
you want to
yeah.
justify ripping someone's head off.
Okay, I need like 10 more seconds and I'll be on camera.
Just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said, bull. I think you better quit talking that you're gonna be leaving with the fat lip. That's such a good song. Limp Bizkit's overhated, man. They get way too much hate. I love Limp Bizkit. I can't wait to hear, This time I'm gonna let it all out. This time I'm gonna stand up and shout. I'm gonna do
Alright,
things
I'm
my
going back
way.
on
It's
camera, and
my
it'll make
way.
sense why I
My
put my
way or
hand
the
down.
highway. Okay. Did you get it? Ha!
Yes,
Ha!
sir. I got the mask. I got it. Hold on.
You have the sock at least?
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's higher quality than I expected it to be, honestly.
Is it like an actual leather?
Uh, I think so. I mean, it's not like great quality leather, but it's leather, I think. But yeah, I got the
Right.
mask, so I'm hyped about that. And actually, I didn't just get one. For some reason, I got they gave me two,
Oh!
so I got an
Alright.
extra if you want one.
I mean, that's your money, though. Maybe if that one breaks, you'll have a spare.
That's true.
I mean, like, if you wanted to give it away, but I'm just saying, like, if they gave you two, who knows if it's good quality or not.
I mean, these are like real like rivets in it. They're not just little like pop tabs. So
Right.
I suspect it'll hold up. The only complaint I have is that the chin strap is hitting my Adam's apple, and that's a little
Ooh.
uncomfortable. So I kind of like put it up here, and then it's not so bad, but it kind of looks stupid.
You ready to get thrown off the Hell in a Cell, Tommy boy?
Yes, yeah. I put this on for the first time yesterday. I was closing my eyes, putting it over my head, and I just saw Undertaker throwing Mick off the roof. Yeah. I feel like I could do it with this mask on. Like I feel like this gives me like plus 100 strength. I'd hit the table and I'd be fine. I mean, there's
I
probably a
mean,
crash pad under it, so it wouldn't hurt that bad anyways. But
right.
man, I might just. Yeah, actually, I was gonna say I might keep this on the whole episode. I'm definitely not gonna do that because this mask is hot as shit, and I'm gonna be sweaty in this thing in like 30 minutes. But I'll keep it on for now.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Like, it is currently 92 degrees room temperature in this RV right here.
Bro, turn the air on. Cool
Uh,
down a bit.
hey, I'm gonna tough it out unless it gets too difficult.
Okay, yeah, it's like 80 in here.
Outside temperature. Outside temperature 76. Room temperature 92. I don't know how that works. I'm not sitting like
Well, because it's been
a
closed all day
black
and the
vehicle or
sun's,
something.
you know, it's like an oven though. You got heat from the sun applied to the outside all day. It just heats up. Or you could at least like crack a
There.
door open, get a little breeze in there. You're gonna
I
roast to
have
death
to,
in
honestly, at
92.
some point.
Yeah. So I think. Wait a second. Is it? I think my Sin Cara mask was supposed to come today. I don't know. I haven't checked my mail though. Let me check. Cause I
Hey,
hope it did. If it did, I'm literally gonna run like sprint to my mail. But yeah, it said it was delivered. Uh
I've
oh yeah, they did put it in my. Fuck, I don't want to run all the way down to my mailbox. Next episode, I'll have my Sin Cara mask on,
okay.
so watch out for that, guys.
I've recently been getting into the Whatnot game. It's a online app auction thing. People get on there to sell
Mhm.
clothes or games or whatever. So I found a few people that I started following on there that sell NASCAR diecasts, like little 164 Hot Wheel size, small scale NASCARs for like dirt cheap.
Mhm.
I've got like 7 or 8 of them like already ordered for like a buck or two each. One of them came in today. It was $1. I got it for $1, and he's the greatest name in NASCAR history. All right.
Danica Patrick.
No, I mean like the greatest name in NASCAR history. All right. Dick Trickle is his name.
Yeah.
His name's Dick Trickle, and I got that NASCAR for like a buck.
Shout out Dick Trickle. Also,
Shout out Dick Trickle.
I put his name in a short one time, and I think that short still has like 3 views.
Dick Trickle ripping a dart while driving.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we were talking about Evil Knievel and then Dick Trickle, and I titled it Evil Knievel's Dick Trickle. And
Mm.
yeah, I guess nobody wanted to watch that because it probably sounded like Evil Knievel had like a urinary tract infection and it was like dribbling pee on himself.
So way back, I don't know how long you've been you lived in East Tennessee, Tommy boy?
Since August of wait, I was gonna say last year, but no, hold on. What does my ID say? August of uh, where the 2023. It's almost 2 years now,
Okay.
actually.
But you've been visiting the area a lot longer than that, correct?
Yes, I've been visiting East Tennessee since about 2010.
Okay, so you know the about the muscle car museum that used to be in Sevierville, right?
No?
It's kind of like right at the very. Okay, so there used to be this thing called it's Floyd Garrett, rest in peace, muscle car museum, and he's had like a ton of like muscle cars and sports cars and stuff like that. They're like old, like pristine condition, right?
Mm-hmm.
And kind of in the back, he had I don't remember because it's been a few years since it closed down. I think it closed down after the owner died. But anyway, there was a banner hanging from like the 80s or 90s NASCAR just in the kind of back walls of it. And you know who happened to be on that thing? And this is back when I was like 12 or 13, didn't know anything about NASCAR.
Dick Trickle.
But Dick Trickle was on that banner. I've just kept that name in mind ever since because me and my dad thought that was hilarious.
It is
Well, my
hilarious.
dad knew who he was, but yeah, I now have a Dick Trickle, and you know his number on the card is number 66. He
Mm-hmm.
was 3 numbers off from having the greatest name and number combo in racing history.
Imagine Dick Trickle, number 69.
That'd be fantastic. Talladega race was yesterday, one of the races that you and me were thinking about going to.
Yeah.
You know, thank God we didn't. It was pretty average. I mean, other than the finish, it was a pretty average race. Friggin' Bubba Wallace won stage two, so that kind of sucked.
Hmm.
If I shout out Bubba Wallace,
Yeah, potentially.
I mean he's the one that made the whole scandal over finding a noose in his garage when it was just a whatever you call it, the loop to pull down a garage door.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, a little bit
Uh,
overreactionary, but hey, what you gonna do?
I thought I just saw like a gray dog run across, but they're actually on a walker. That was
Oh.
is the way I'm looking right now. I can see straight out my windshield, or not my windshield, but the windshield,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pointing towards the road, so I can just kind of stalk whoever's walking through, and they can't see me because there's a truck parked in front of this RV.
Wow. That would be funny though if someone
Every
looked
detail,
over and just saw you podcasting in an RV.
every detail I give out this RV, I'm like giving just one or two more like really tiny hints towards doxing myself. I'm scared that one day I'm gonna have a fan show up and be like, "I love you. Can I be on the Unqualified Show?
It would be funny if someone showed up and went, "I love you, Landon."
Let's go, Landon." Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will ever come to my house because my driveway looks terrifying. You think you're showing up to a serial killer's house when you drive up it.
I just live in a normal neighborhood.
Yeah. You know the one thing I miss about living in a neighborhood?
What's that?
Ice cream trucks. They don't come down my road
We
because
still have
I
one
live on
come
the
through
side of a
here
mountain.
occasionally.
Yeah, but I was driving home from work and I was driving through what was it, Pigeon Forge, and I saw an ice cream truck. And I wanted to stop and get ice cream, but I was in my car, so it's not like I'm gonna like wave the guy, whatever, pull over and buy an ice cream. It's ridiculous. I was just looking at him and I'm like,
Mm.
man, the only reason I wish I lived in a suburb was so I could go to the ice cream trucks. I miss them. You know what ice cream trucks I really miss? I don't know if you ever had these around here. Do you remember when Blue Bunny had ice cream trucks?
Not necessarily, no.
Oh man, I don't know when they stopped doing it. Probably '08 or '09 if I had to guess. Those are pretty rough years for some people. But yeah, I remember as like a little kid, sometimes I'd be, in like McHenry, which is like the town over from where I used to live, and I'd just be like out with my dad or something at like, park playing with like RC cars or, on like a biking trail or something, and we'd see the Blue Bunny ice cream truck. And we'd always stop and get an ice cream because Blue Bunny had the best ice cream, specifically on their trucks. The in-store stuff not nearly as good. Eventually, those stopped coming around, and we had some other brand coming around for a while. I don't remember what it was. Then we had these like Arctic Chill trucks or something, which had like a polar bear on them, and well, it was like a polar bear in Hawaii or something, like plastered across the side. And those were just overpriced, and the ice cream just sucked. But God, I miss those Blue Bunny trucks.
We do have a independently owned truck that comes through here occasionally, and I've not bought something from him in like over a year or two. But real nice guy. We don't have any like licensed ones through here that I'm aware of, at least. It was the
I,
same way back in my old hometown. Like whenever I lived in Kentucky, my neighborhood had a ice cream truck that would come through during the summer. There's another one of them independently owned ones.
mm-hmm.
And growing up, I would always get the SpongeBob ice cream. I don't know why I loved it so much because looking back, it's pretty nasty, and that gumball tasted like paint. But
Yeah, I was never a fan of those. I got one like once or twice, realized they sucked, and you know what I always got? I got this like
yeah,
not just because it was the cheapest option, but because I genuinely loved it. Those little, like it wasn't exactly a snow cone. It was like a plastic cone filled with like slushy, and it had like a gumball in the bottom. They had like red and blue ones. I love the red ones.
there's something I've always wanted to try. I think they discontinued it, and every ice cream truck I ever stopped at was sold out every time. It was a Choco Taco. I always wanted one of
Oh,
those so bad.
those are fantastic.
Well, they were apparently. I never had to try one. Nowadays, I don't know if they sell my ice cream truck. I just buy them in boxes. I love drumsticks.
Oh
I
yeah,
absolutely
drumsticks are
love
fantastic.
drumsticks. Like not the caramel filled, not the chocolate filled, just the original with a chocolate covering.
Oh, I'm all about the caramel.
I don't like the fill in them. I'm not a huge caramel fan to begin with. There's like some caramel stuff I like, but
Hmm.
yeah, just some of them good old fashioned chocolate covered with nuts sprinkled on top. Drumsticks are one of the greatest things ever created.
Drumsticks are great. Something about the ice cream in them is just fantastic. Like other brands don't make ice cream that good. I don't get it.
I mean, it's like there's a lot of store bought ice cream that is hit and miss. Honestly,
Yeah. Klondike bars pretty
what would you do
pretty
for
underrated,
Klondike?
honestly. Like, I mean everyone remembers the Klondike commercials, but I feel like not that many people really ate Klondikes, even as popular as those commercials were. It was pretty damn good freaking ice cream, man. I liked it.
Have you tried the like candy bar ice cream that they started putting out in the tubs in stores?
Uh, I don't think
There's a, I
so.
think I've tried a, I think I've tried a Kit Kat one. I love Kit Kats. It's
Yeah, I haven't eaten
so good.
ice
Not
cream in
sponsored.
years, but yeah. And you know what? I
Now,
probably would eat ice cream more often if, like, during the hot parts of the year at Dollywood, they actually had ice cream in the ice cream freezer in the host lounge.
yeah.
But of course, they only put it out in December and January when nobody wants to eat freezing cold milk. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Also, a little Dollywood update. I think I'm gonna try and find a new job by the end of May and leave Dollywood, which means we can film our special episode about it soon. Which also means you should write some more, because I got like 3 times the stuff that you do.
Right.
But yours are a
I'll
little
think about it.
more constructive, and mine are just little rants I go on about random things throughout my day. God, oh, you know what? This is a great story. I actually lost my shit at a customer yesterday. Like, you got first-hand experience with me. I can be a little rude sometimes,
Yeah.
I'm not always working in the guest's favor, especially on like toss cross or something. They're like, "Is that a win?" No. That's my immediate reaction. No. To anything they ask. So Hunter's running Swisher, right? This kid comes up, plays with one voucher, and like says he wants a basketball, right? And he's like, "No, you gotta have two vouchers." The kid's arguing about what the sign says, whatever. And they're really arguing for like 5 minutes. And I step in a couple times. I'm like, "No, man, you know that's not what the sign says. You know you're skipping over these lines right here and here. It says this and this. Like, whatever." Kind of helping Hunter call him out on his bullshit. He's like, "So if I come back with a second voucher and I play again, I can get a basketball." We're like, "Yes." Dude comes back like 10 minutes later, right? And at this point, there's like a bit of a line forming, right? So he's like the fifth person in line. There's like five people behind him. Eventually gets up to him. He plays, and then he ends up picking like one of the bears we got, which is the large prize, right? So he got exactly what he paid for. But he just kept arguing with Hunter that he should be able to get more, and that he just wanted like two or three things. And Hunter's like, "No, dude, you're not. No, it's not happening." And eventually, I look at this dude. I'm like, "How would you just stop?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "You're wrong. You got your prize. Move the fuck on, man." It's like, "What? No, no. I want this. I want that." I'm like, "All right, then you can pay for it, or you can leave." And he starts bitching at Hunter S'mores. He's like, "But you said this." I'm like, "No, no, no. He didn't say that. You said that." He's like, "But he agreed." I'm like, "No, no, no. He didn't agree to that. You're lying." Yeah, and this dude's like, "What?" But he just like starts making shit up. Just like he'll just like spout off one thing. I'm like, "No, that was you." And he's like, "But it was him." I'm like, "No, that was you." And he's like, "All right, but what about this?" "I don't know. You just made that up, man." There's like that went on for like 5 minutes of him just like spitting something random. I'm like, "Yeah, you're just making that up. Yeah, you're lying. Yeah, you're a piece of shit." And eventually he's like, "So what? I don't get a prize?" And I looked at him and went, "Are you retarded?" He goes, "What?" Like, "You're holding your prize right now. It's in your hands. Are you trying to say there's nothing in your hands right now? Are you that fucking dumb?" There's like 8 people watching at this point. And he's like, "What? So I don't get anything?" I'm like, "You fucking moron. You're holding the thing you just paid for. Leave." And he's like, "Yeah, whatever. Okay," and just walks away. And I look to my left, and apparently Kat was watching the whole thing. I go, "Hey, Kat, that guy's a fucking retard, right?" And I yelled it a bit. She's like, "Yeah, he is."
Shout out Cat.
Yeah,
Shout out Hunter.
yeah,
Cat and Hunter are about two of the only like 10 cool people who currently work at Dollywood, other than team leads, obviously.
yeah. They're two of the few that are sort of fun there. Yeah, that
It's just
was.
you, Beanie, Sean, Cat, Hunter, Mike. Well, Mike's not in games anymore. Uh, Larry and Christy, I guess will count.
Yeah, yeah.
What am I forgetting?
This dude was just being a piece of shit. And
Oh yeah,
I was so over it. So I was literally just cussing him out.
and Rob. By the way, shout out
Oh
Rob.
yeah, shout out Rob. So yeah, that was great. Honestly, that was so therapeutic. Like actually getting to like cuss out a customer for like multiple minutes straight. But today, dude, I went in there. I just felt like an angel, man. I felt great. I felt relieved. I was being so nice to everyone today. Everyone got a prize. It was yeah, just something about just bitching at that guy for being a piece of shit was so therapeutic. Honestly, I wish I punched him in the face. Now that I think about it, I probably would have felt better if I did.
I really wish he would have. A lot of guests deserve that,
Especially that one.
and if it wouldn't have got me fired, I would have done it so many times.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck that dude. If you're watching this, kill yourself.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far. I do not
I
condone
would.
that.
Yeah, actually, you know, that brings me on to a great point. I think we need to bring up the suicide rate in the world. I don't think enough people are just offing themselves. So, here's my list of people that need to just commit end all.
Again, I don't condone any of this. I don't condone any of this.
Yeah, Landon's good cop, I'm bad cop. Bad cop has an idea that people who drive under the speed limit, like, you know, I'm not talking 500, I'm talking like the motherfuckers who every single where they go are doing 15, 20, 25 under the speed limit. End your miserable life. The guest at Dollywood who can't understand anything, can't read English, can't speak English, can't understand, you know, but are somehow American, which is 99% of the people that go to Dollywood, stop it. You don't need to be here. Uh, let's see. People who leave messes in public areas and litter and like just leave trash. We don't need you here, bud. Just go on. Go. Pass on. Uh, that's about all I got for right now. I'll probably think of more.
Okay.
Yeah, people who litter, people who drive too slow, and most of the people that go to Dollywood. We don't need you here. All right. Just do the seppuku. It'll be okay. We'll be fine without you.
Uh, I cannot condone any of that.
That's okay. You don't have to. You know what? I was thinking, should I make a Jeopardy for this episode? And I thought
I'm
about
working
it,
on
and I
one
didn't.
currently, I will
Okay.
say.
I'm not working on one, but I thought about working on one, and I got some topics that I think will be new and interesting that I can't wait to bring up. But since I don't have a Jeopardy ready, I'll just dig into my notes app and because I've been writing some stuff down. Oh,
Okay.
actually, my first note: the fucking retard I lost my shit at with Hunter. I just told that story. Uh, oh, I got a good one. Joe Hendry. All right, you know Joe Hendry?
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Joe
Yes,
Hendry
I know Joe Hendry.
is Ryan Gosling as a wrestler.
Makes sense.
They look so damn similar. If Ryan put on like 70 pounds of muscle, he would literally be Joe Hendry. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I talked about getting engaged, swatted. Oh, this is just like a random thought. Uh, the elementary school I used to go to, Harrison over in Wonder Lake. I was thinking, I wonder if any
Uh-huh.
of the kids that I went to school with there, because I went there through kindergarten through third, I wonder if they still like think about me, because I think about some of the people that I knew back then. Like there was this Asian kid, Giovanni, that would like eat his boogers. It's just something we did.
Look,
Uh, man, there was who else? Oh man, I was fuck. I used to remember this kid's name. I don't remember his name, but this dude literally had a head shaped like Phineas. This dude actually had a triangular head. I don't know how. Um, I just remember literally thinking this dude is a human Phineas. Uh, he was pretty cool though, from what I remember. Oh. This is something we can run through on the show later. We can like scroll through this. I wanted to go on Reddit and get your reaction to r/femboy gun memes.
oh god.
I don't know how well actually no I know how I came across this. I was scrolling through Reddit and someone just pinned it or tagged it in a comment, and I looked at it and I thought it was hilarious and I want to show it off on the show because it's it, it has nothing to do with memes at all. It's just femboys posing with like really badass guns. It's just it is one of the places of all time truly because I love guns. I love guns so much. Guns are one of my favorite things in this
Oh boy.
entire world. But like femboys, alright, I don't like femboys, but then you mix the two and it's like this is okay. This is this is the happy medium we need between liberal and conservative. We need femboys that own guns. Anyways, it's just a funny subreddit. And the last new thing that I got written in my notes is I don't know what reminded me of this, but I just got like a flashback memory of this time last year. I was working in games, the only place in Dollywood I've ever worked, and and this guest was like trying to pester me if she could give me like $5 for like a prize. I think it was something off like Toss Cross, right? And I'm like, no, I can't, I don't want to. Plus my manager is literally right there, and it was Jalen. Jalen was like on the register, and this guy's like, well, I'll just have my wife go distract him. I'm like, no, don't do that, please. Don't annoy my boss. I'm not gonna sell it to you. Please don't do that. And then this woman then goes over and proceeds to like just bother Jalen for like 10 minutes while me and the husband are just having a staring contest, and I'm just telling him I'm not taking your money. Cause like, look, if you gave me like $20, fuck it, dude. Five? I'm not losing my job for $5. I think I literally told him that. I'm like, I'm not losing my job for $5, and you're not gonna cover my wages till I find the next one. No. And then like after like 10 minutes, I guess the wife is like, well, they probably made the deal already, and she like, walks back, and she's like, well, did you get it? And I go, no, no, he didn't, and he's not going to. Please go away. Yeah, I feel bad for Jalen for having to deal with that woman. Anyways, how's your Jeopardy coming along, Landy?
First round, I'm on the last category. I started like right after we started recording.
Okay, I had no idea. I figured you were just blue from the blue shirt, but that makes more sense now.
That was what?
Blue from your blue shirt.
Oh no, no, like I'm blue from both.
Oh,
Or my one of my Kentucky basketball, or not really basketball in general, but just Kentucky in general shirts. Got it, Kentucky.
yeah. It's one of at least 50 states.
It's I mean, thank God for Mississippi. You ever heard of that quote?
No?
Okay, so it's like a running joke. It's called "Thank God for Mississippi" because it's like Mississippi ranks near the dead last in like pretty much every ranking of state.
Oh, yeah.
Different categories like in education, I think we're at one point ranked dead last in income. I think they were ranked dead last at one point in economy, just all sort of things. They were ranked dead last or near dead last. So the kind of quote "Thank God for Mississippi" came up.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mississippi sucks.
If I can find this. Okay, so here's what it says on Wikipedia. Thank God for Mississippi is an adage used in the United States, particularly the South. It is generally used when discussing rankings of the U.S. states, including rankings of educational achievement, business opportunities, income, obesity, overall health, the poverty rate, life expectancy, homicide, and other quality of life.
Yes, homicide, a quality of life.
Well, not dying is a quality of life.
I guess you could call it that.
So thank God for Mississippi.
Yeah. You might be second to last, but you ain't Mississippi. I mean, what? There's gotta be something good that comes out of Mississippi. Like, there's gotta be something they got that no one else does.
Uh, or mentioned in a Bruno Mars song, so that's something.
Yeah, oh, they have a queen.
They have what?
A queen. Mississippi Queen.
Oh yeah, yeah, the song.
Yeah.
Right.
Mississippi Queen. You know what I mean. I love that song. Those are my favorite, like, I forget if it was Guitar Hero or Rock Band, but whatever it was like one of my favorite songs to play. I think it was Guitar Hero. That might have been on the first one, honestly. Or not the first one. The first one they put out on PS3. Which one was technically just Guitar Hero, but I think it was, yeah, I don't know, they made a bunch of them. I don't know what the lineage of Guitar Hero even is, because I got a, actually, I have a guitar with, like, the was it Guitar Hero Rock the 80s for the PS2? So I know it's at least as old as that. I don't know. I miss Guitar Hero though. I miss the days of like just getting crappy plastic peripherals to play particular games with. Something about that was so much fun. Like the PS3 had the like I don't want to call them Joy Cons. I don't think that's what they're called, but like it was the PlayStation Move controllers, and it was basically just like a Hitachi vibrator with like a light on the end, but it did things, and you could like play certain games with it. That was super cool. But I think you had to have like the PlayStation camera to use them, or like I don't know. There's like some extra peripheral to them. Uh, the Cabela's had that plastic shotgun that you would use for the Cabela games.
Uh-huh.
That thing was a bunch of fun. Obviously, all the Rock Band shit. That was just all plastic garbage. Actually, I still had my Rock Band drum set up until like 4 or 5 years ago. I finally sold it. Kind of wish I kept it now because those things are kind of expensive. Um, man, what else? There was so much shit for the Wii. Like there was a million different attachments for the Wii that you would just slide the controller in so it looked like something else while you were playing a particular game. And like it wasn't even like a new controller, like something different. It was just something you put the controller in, like like a steering wheel or a tennis racket or whatever. It didn't help anything, but it was just cool. I miss that. I wish more stuff came with that. I want Xbox to bring the Kinect back, and I want PlayStation to make
Mhm.
their own version of the Kinect, because well, I don't know why people didn't like it. I had one for the 360. I still got it. I love it. It's incredible. It's honestly the thing's like dead accurate. Like people complain about it like not being accurate or not tracking you properly. I never had a problem with it. Mine worked flawlessly. Even on the Xbox One, like they launched it with the original Xbox One, not with the Xbox One S or X, but uh, I mean that was still just cool peripheral. Actually, the ones for the Xbox One, after they stopped the Kinect support for it, which I forget which update it came with, but eventually all Xbox Ones actually stopped being able to use Kinect, which was kind of stupid. They made them so that they were like not locked down. Basically, you could like use them on a computer as like for like body tracking. So if you're ever at Ripley's Believe It or Not in Gatlinburg, there's a wall where like you stand in front of it and it makes like a colored shape of you on the wall. If you look up about 4 feet, you'll actually see an Xbox One Kinect sticking out of the wall, and that's what's tracking you.
Wow.
Yeah. So I wish they'd bring it back because not only is the Kinect just a cool ass piece of technology if you want to have it unlocked and do like body tracking things, but like it would just be a cool peripheral to have. I feel like on any console, being having like essentially an Alexa for your console. You can just be like, hey Xbox, da da da, or hey PlayStation, da da da, and it does whatever the thing is. That'd be so cool. I don't know why they don't do that.
I mean, because they gotta take things away from us. When they bring it back in 20 years, they can advertise it as a brand new feature,
Like the home button on the
or they can
iPhones.
bank, or they can bank in on nostalgia.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of no, actually, I'm not considering it at all. I was kind of considering buying whatever the newest generation of iPhone SE is, because as you guys know, I got a 6 Plus and a 7 Plus, and those are the only two phones I use because they got the home button, they got the borders, they're like the old style iPhones. It's perfect. It's what I want. And the SEs, they got the borders, they got the home button. It looks like an old iPhone, but they don't make a plus model. They only have the miniature one, which is like 4 3/4 inches tall. I don't like that because the plus is 6.5, and I use that to measure things sometimes just to make sure that it's bigger than 6.5, and it is. And I like having a smaller phone would make it look bigger, but then I'd lose track of that measurement to make sure it's at a consistent size, and I don't want to do that. So unless they make a 6.5 inch or 6 1/4 or whatever the plus size is version of the SE, I'm not gonna buy one.
And just to check, you can't hear the AC running right now.
No,
That's loud. All right, we'll be fine then. I'm running the fan. That's literally right up there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Discord has fantastic audio. I don't know what you call it. Like background noise cancellation. But
yeah,
yeah, I can't run the recording audio through Discord, so they gotta hear my raw ass audio. And if there's like, I don't know, if a pin falls 10 feet away, they'll hear it because I don't know. It's just the way
yeah.
it is.
I'm working on. I'm just now getting started working on double Jeopardy. So
Okay. Yeah, Landon likes to take his time
so
on Jeopardy. I noticed. We both like scramble made
I'm
some
working
Jeopardies
really
before.
quick.
For your standards, I mean, we both like scrambled to make a Jeopardy before the last episode, and I got mine done in like 8 minutes, and he got his done like 15 minutes into the episode. But you know what?
Yeah, I mean, like I take my time. I research some stuff, some stuff.
Yeah, I just I'll be like, all right, what's my topic? Triple H. All right, Google Triple H facts. And I just take like five of them. I'm like, I'm putting them there. I'm not checking the anything about them. I'm just gonna believe it. And then usually Landon ends up correcting me. So
Yeah.
you know what though? I'll do better. I'll make my first 100% accurate, factually true Jeopardy
Oh boy.
probably on the next one.
All right.
I, man, it might be a little different than my normal ones. My normal ones are like cars, music, and wrestling. This one might be like conspiracy theories, anti-Zionism, and school shootings. I
Oh boy.
don't know.
All right.
I mean, I'm just saying, I haven't made any Columbine jokes in a Jeopardy yet, and I feel like I should. But yeah, I don't know. Expect this, man. Honestly, this next episode 41, might be pretty good, dude. Sin Cara Mask. We got 9/11 jokes, anti-Zionism, and Columbine and a Jeopardy. It's already shaping up to be a banger. So, yeah. Never mind. I thought someone was pulling in that. It's just my grandma and her
I'm
woke house sock.
I'm coming up the I'm coming up the category. So if you want to keep talking about anything, I'll keep getting my feedback.
We can talk about hempy water.
That
I don't know why, but this water is so freaking good. I hate that there's an ugly child on the front of it. Like, she looks like she has facial cancer. Um, but this water is so fucking good, dude. I'm gonna buy all the water in Alder. No, in Forestport, New York. I'm buying every drop of water in Forestport, New York, because this shit is delicious.
A.
Also, I don't know why, but there's an orange exclamation point right here. I don't know what that's about. Actually, I bet if I put my mouse over it, it'll tell me. Camera is sending at a. Oh, yeah, it's because I'm processing that video. Speaking of which, what's that at? I bet it's done already. Okay, it's at 86. It's almost done. That doesn't look like I'm coming in at a low, what do you call it, frame rate though. Looks like I'm coming in at all. What do I set? I think Discord only allows 30. It would be at 60, but I don't want to pay for Nitro because that shit's gay.
A.
Although, no, actually, I don't think PlayStation does it. What is it? Game Pass used to give you free Nitro, but I don't think PlayStation Plus does. That would be cool, but you know, you know what else would be cool? If the PSVR 2
That
wasn't like 3 grand, and if you could use other VR headsets to play PSVR, because You know how fucking awesome it would be if I could plug in my Quest 3 and play, I don't know, honestly, I don't even know what the VR library is on PlayStation, but I think they got some cool stuff on there. And the worst part is, you can use a PSVR or VR2 on a PC, no problem. Using any other headset on a PlayStation, can't do it. Nope. PlayStation said no. Yeah, anyways,
Okay.
what's your thoughts on PlayStation, Landy?
I own a PS5 and PS4. Used to own a PS3 as well, I believe. I've always loved PlayStation. I did have a 360 for a while, but nothing beats PlayStation, man. PS4 gave me some of my best memories with the boys, with myself personally, just me.
Yeah.
Uh, it's how I got my first taste of real gaming. Where I played GTA. Majority of my time playing Minecraft, other than Pocket Edition, has been spent on PS4.
Mhm.
That's where I played Red Dead for the first time before I
Yes, sir.
inevitably had to delete it, free up some space, and then beat it on PS5.
Mhm.
So that's where I play everything now is PS4, PS5, mainly PS5 now. But
Yeah,
anti-shadow Xbox. Xbox kind of sucks now. Xbox is gay.
I do agree, honestly. And you know what? I had the original Xbox. I had the PS2. At the time, I thought the PS2 was better. Looking back, if I had known about the online functionality of the Xbox, I think I would have loved Xbox way more, just like playing Halo 2 online. But I didn't really have that ability as like a 5-year-old. Then I got a PS3 and a 360, and I can say without a shadow of a doubt, the 360 is by far the superior console. And also just all the people I met on there and all the memories I made were just incredible. I would not trade anything that ever happened on that 360 for anything. Uh, the Xbox One and the PS4, right? I never owned a PS4. I had a few friends that did. I don't think either of them were particularly great, but I do think the Xbox One was better. But when it comes to this newest gen with the Xbox Series consoles versus the PS5, dude, the Series consoles are such utter dog shit. They're honestly some of the worst pieces of technology ever made. They're horrible. They break all the time. Xbox pretends like their warranties don't exist. Uh, they're probably gonna get like a class action lawsuit over how bad these consoles are and how many tens of thousands of them are failing. Uh, yeah, it's horrible. I'm so glad I switched to PlayStation for this gen, and I'll probably stay on
I don't
PlayStation
think I'm
because
ever going back.
I don't think Xbox is going back. Honestly, like they sort of said that like they might stop making consoles. It might not be a next generation. But then there was all that stuff with them buying EA and all the court docs, and they revealed that they did have a next gen console already like made and ready to go. They're just waiting to drop it, and so for a while I was kind of like, no, they're gonna release a new console. It'll probably be better. I'm sure they'll fix stuff. Uh, well, now the writing's sort of on the wall that Xbox spent all their money tearing down the games industry and buying dozens of companies just to close them the next day. They're almost bankrupt and they're probably not going to make any more consoles because the only way they can make any sort of money now is just to have Game Pass be a service on PC. And the unfortunate thing about that is that if you own a PC, there's no point to having Game Pass because you have Steam, GOG, Epic, you got Amazon games, well, you don't have games for Windows anymore, but that used to be a thing. You got, I mean, piracy. You can just download something for free. So there's genuinely no value to Game Pass on PC, and that's the only way they think they can make money. So it's kind of all they're focusing on. And now trying to expand into PlayStation and putting their exclusives on PlayStation so that they can just scrounge up any dollar that they can get. And I don't think Xbox is honestly going to be around for that much longer. And it's kind of crazy, because like for a while, you had the giants of Sega and Genesis, or not Genesis, Sega Genesis was console. You had Sega and Nintendo, and you had uh, fuck, I'm trying to remember who. You had Panasonic made a game console. That's what I was thinking of. You got Sony with their PlayStation. You had, the Xbox. You had the GameCube, the Wii. Like, there's so many other competitors in the market at one time. For it to now, basically Nintendo's just off on their own thing, doing whatever, which I think I kind of always been. But now you just have Xbox and PlayStation as the two titans of consoles. And now one of them is going the way of Sega and is about to just stop making consoles and go into making really shitty games. And it's like, yeah, they're not going to survive. Writing's kind of on the wall. Phil Spencer killed Xbox. Yeah, fuck Phil Spencer.
Just yeah, anti shout out anybody involved with Xbox.
Yeah, I have a, not necessarily a ritual, but like every few like weeks or months or something, I'll just email Xbox support and I'll just go, hey, can I have Phil Spencer's job? They always say no, but I know I can run Microsoft better than he is.
Well, Microsoft,
Or Xbox.
it's Bill Gates.
No, actually, Bill Gates stepped down a while ago.
Oh,
He's I mean, he still has like some oversight with the company, but he's not the acting chairman anymore. But yeah, no, Phil Spencer, he's the head of Xbox, head of Microsoft's gaming division, all that stuff, and yeah, he's just ruining. He's just burning billions of dollars and taking the company down with him, and it's also taking the industry down with him. Like, he has put so many talented developers out of jobs. Literally thousands of talented developers are completely out of jobs because he just bought their company, made them make something that they're not used to making. It sucked because that's not what they make, and then he closes them because they didn't make what he wanted. Stupid.
yeah, Microsoft, Xbox, everything in general. It's the entire company sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I'll agree that Microsoft has always sucked, and the only reason they've ever been successful is because, I don't know, everyone just uses Windows because they're too lazy to learn Linux. Uh, but yeah, I honestly, I think Xbox, the identity behind it sort of died around like 2016, 2017, because that's when they, I think Game Pass came out in like 2018 actually, maybe 2017, but it was like right around that time that I feel Xbox officially lost its identity. Like they tried to move away from what they were into something new. Where they tried to be like a modern, I don't know, something, and it didn't work. It's kind of sad, but you know what? At least the Xbox 360s will always work. I can always go and play those old games. Actually, I own two 360s. I have my personal one from when I was like, I don't know, 10 and got it. And then I got one that's, modified and I can play pirated stuff on it, and it's pretty cool. And then I got a Wii because I had a Wii as a kid, and I played it a bunch. My mom sold it at some point, and I wanted to get another one, so I got another one. I got two PS3s because uh, the first one I ordered said it was working fine. I got it. The disc drive did not work, so it didn't actually like play anything on disc. So I just pirated that one, or well, not pirated, custom firmware that one so it can play pirated games. But the unfortunate thing about the PS3 is that Sony is like really fucking on the heel of people putting out pirated versions of their games for, extremely old consoles. So it's kind of hard to find all the games you want for that console online unless you go to some really shady sites and like accidentally download like porn. Uh, So I've sort of just resorted to buying used discs off like eBay, and I bought a second PS3, and this one actually does work. So I just play all my disc games on here. I play all my digital ones on the other one. It's pretty tight.
I'm very close to being done.
How
By the
close would
way,
you
Tommy
say?
boy, I have 2 categories left to do, and I'm going
Two,
fast.
two categories.
But I'm going really fast. It shouldn't take too long.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a little dibby dabby here. I'm gonna let the marijuana do the thinking. Little reference to Jim Leahy there. Let the liquor do the thinking.
Okay.
You probably don't know who Jim Leahy is,
Nope.
man. You gotta watch Trailer Park Boys.
Now, I will say I've recently started watching another show that's new to me. I've never watched it before. I'm 2 episodes deep. I started watching Dexter.
Oh, okay. I actually just started that
The
too.
first 2 episodes have been great. I don't know how many you've watched, but
But one specific. I watched the first episode like a week ago,
okay.
and I haven't really
Okay.
picked it up since because I've been working.
Me too. I watched the first episode about a week ago, and I watched the second episode last night. So I'm probably gonna watch another episode tonight.
Also,
Uh,
I watched.
so
Well, the reason I started watching Dexter was because I saw a couple episodes of the new Dexter show where he's a kid, and I thought that was pretty interesting. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should go watch the first Dexter first and like see how, not how we got here, but see why they made another show about him. So I watched the first episode, and that's as far as I got so far. But I am gonna keep watching it. It seems interesting. I was talking to one friend that I know has seen it before, and he gave me some cool insight about some of the characters. So yeah, I'm excited to get into it.
the entire concept of it is really awesome. I can't believe I've waited this long to watch it.
Yeah,
I was between starting Dexter or starting my yearly rewatch of BoJack Horseman a little bit early.
of course.
So that's how I'm going to watch Dexter.
Hmm.
I usually watch BoJack once or twice a year.
Yeah.
And before you get to it, before you say it, I'm going to try to watch Wilford eventually.
Actually,
I'm going to try to watch Wilford someday.
I did. I didn't even remember that. That's something I normally mention. You know what? Since you're probably never gonna have Hulu, I will try and find a version on the Seven Seas for you to watch.
Okay.
But the thing is, whenever I go to my like piracy downloading sites, I can only find like individual episodes, and I can't actually find like a whole complete season's worth of
Right.
episodes. Like there's always missing ones. And all like the TV watching apps that I know of are mostly live TV, and the ones that have pre-recorded stuff, for some reason, all turn into like porn links or gambling links like 2 days after I find them. So I don't know what's up with that, but I will find some version of Wilfred for you to watch eventually, and you can witness the greatness of basically BoJack Horseman, but it was not animated.
BoJack Horseman is just the greatest show ever made. Chef's kiss, other than Breaking Bad, I'd say.
And The Sopranos. You gotta watch The Sopranos.
It's probably gonna be the next show I watch. I'm probably gonna watch Dexter. Take a few weeks off of watching series. Jump into my yearly BoJack rewatch, and then probably watch Sopranos after that.
Mm-hmm.
I I love BoJack Horseman so much.
You know, I love Breaking Bad and Sopranos so much, and I remember after it was maybe season 2 or 3 of Breaking Bad came out, Vince was doing an interview, and he was saying, the show really wouldn't exist without The Sopranos. Like that show came out, and I was such a big fan of it. I watched every episode. So right, a lot of the show is sort of after that. And really, when you watch the two like side by side, like when I started watching both of them last year for like the 19th time, I started watching them at the same time. Like I do like one episode of each other after the other, and there are a lot of similarities in like the character building and the overall like arc of how things go and how the people around them change and uh, yeah, it's pretty cool. And you know, I know you're a pretty big Breaking Bad fan, so when you watch Sopranos, you'll pick up on a lot of that stuff. You're like, hey, that's just like that scene, you know, whatever. Especially with like the overall main character arc, you know, like Walt starts off as this like sort of innocent guy, really nice, just a high school teacher trying to do a little bit of whatever and make a little bit of money. And then he arcs over into like a family guy that's also a multi-millionaire meth kingpin into just an evil person all the way at the end. And it's the same sort of thing with Tony Soprano. Like it starts at the beginning of the show, you know, like he has some things going on and you feel bad for him, and then you get to know him and he's funny and he's nice and he cares about his family and all his guys that he works with, and for the first like 2 seasons you just get such a big sense of just love and community, and there's almost no drama going on except when there is, but it's still kind of fun. And then after that, like the show doesn't get worse, but it goes downhill, if you know what I mean. Like everything in the show for the characters goes downhill, but the show gets better and better as it goes on. And it has 6 seasons instead of 5, so you get an extra like 14 hours worth of content to watch. And by the end, you're just like, holy fuck, how is this still going on? But you're not mad. You're just in bewilderment that like this life Tony's living is still happening after everything that's happened over the 6 seasons. There's some really funny moments in it too. Like Breaking Bad, for the most part, is like a very very serious show that rarely relies on comedy to relieve tension. The Sopranos
Right.
is like that all the time. There's like constant tension throughout so much of like the latter half of the show that just is constantly broken up by just like funny little bits or someone just saying something that they find to be a little funny, and eventually you'll like get into that sort of dry cut unfunny Italian humor and you'll almost like have an internal like huh. You know, when you hear some of the things they're saying, it's an incredible show. The writing on it, the directing on it, everything about it is fantastic. And while you're watching it, Paulie, one of the main characters, he's played by a guy named Tony Sirico. Tony Sirico in real life is almost like Tony Soprano in the show. He is a like real deal mob guy that they got to. Well, he's been in a few movies. He was in Goodfellas. He was in this. He had a few other things, but like he's like a real deal mob guy with real deal mob connections that just goes and does movies sometimes or shows sometimes. And so when you see him like having his moments in the show, he's not really acting like that. He's being him. And oh, and in the very last season, there's not exactly plot twists, but so many just insane moments. The whole last season is just big thing. It's like watching 9/11 happen, and then 9/12 comes and 8 towers get hit, and then 9/13 comes and 14 towers get hit. Like it's just bigger and bigger and bigger things happening, and God, I love that show. Anyways, how's your thingamabobber coming?
Going really good. I'm about done. I
Okay,
got a few questions, a few clues left.
all right. I can't wait to see this. I love doing Jeopardies. I mean, we probably rely on them too much, but it is one of the most fun things we do on this show.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's a
it's
good
it's
way to
one of the
kill
things we do.
20 or 30 minutes, you know. Anyways, you know what I just realized?
What's that?
I just went on a really long rant for the first time in like 20 episodes. Like my rants, my just complete unhinged rambling rants used to be like a staple of this show for the first, I don't know, like 10, 15 episodes, something like that. Like before we got into
Usually on a
wrestling,
rant.
I'm alright. Not gonna lie, it sort of all your audio got compressed in like 1 second. I have no idea what you said.
Okay, I was best saying I used to go on the rant, or I usually do. I'm usually one going on the rants, particularly
Yeah,
the
we
Sabrina
both did a
Carpenter
lot.
rant, the Dollywood rant, the Cody Rhodes John Cena rant that I kind of stopped so I didn't give myself a heart attack.
Yeah, yeah, but I used to do it a lot too during the early episodes of the show. It's something I vividly remember. Is just picking up about something and then I just stop. I just fuck. What am I trying to say? I just non-stop talk about that thing for like 20 minutes and go on like 10 different tangents about things in the thing. I, I, I was thinking like I should do more rants because I haven't done them in a while, and I realized that I just did one, and it felt so good, man. Felt felt incredible. I love ranting. Speaking of which, you heard about the damn Jews? No, I'm kidding.
Oh boy.
I'm just waiting any second for for the Alex Trebek intro. Getting ready for Jeopardy. Thinking about what the questions could be. Thinking about what the answers might
I
be.
literally just have to. This one I literally just have to copy and paste a few things.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we're almost there.
So that might give you a hint at what it is.
I have copy and paste a few things as a hint.
I mean, like as the clue and as the answer, I just gotta paste a few things.
Are you asking me questions about photocopiers?
No, I'm saying I literally have to copy and paste the clue and the answers in.
Oh,
I have to copy text and paste it.
oh. Okay,
As in,
makes
I'm
sense.
I'm I'm copying, I'm
Yeah, I get it.
highlighting
I
text,
get
copy. Yeah,
it. you know, I was at work today. It was like 11 a.m. and there was like no guest in the country fair whatsoever. It was totally empty. And Josh comes down. He's talking to us, and for some reason we got on the topic of like people having heart attacks. And he's like, "Do you guys know where the nearest AED is?" And we all had like different ideas of where we thought it was. And he's like, "We should probably make sure we know where that is. You guys want to go check?" So we walked around the country fair for like 10 minutes trying to find an AED. Turns out we could not find one. And then I forget who we called. I think it was someone named like Susan or something. I was like, "Hey, do you know where like an AED is?" And it turns out it's in the Midway Market where we always go to get our drinks now. So if you're ever having a heart attack in Dollywood, go to Midway Market in the country fair.
yeah, sure.
I mean, it's one of the options. You could just die too, like that one lady did in front of Swisher last year. I still think about that a lot. I don't know if she actually died, but I'm pretty sure she like literally died in front of me.
Here.
Anyways, how close are we, Landy? I,
I am filling in the last clue right now.
I'm boiling with anticipation right now.
I think you're gonna like this one.
I think I will too. Oh shit! I dropped my mouse. Okay, good.
That's I'm just trying to figure out the best option.
Options, you say? As in
Well, the
multiple
best thing to put
choice?
in.
Oh. Hmm. I'd go with C.
Breeze, when in doubt, pick C. It's two very good quotes.
The Simpsons, Bart was taking a test, and he had like a mental video of Lisa going, "If you don't know the answer, just fill in B." And he starts filling in B for everyone, and Lisa goes, "No, not for everyone, you idiot." Simpsons is it's not funny anymore.
Right.
I don't know what happened to it,
Simpsons,
but
early, early late '90s Simpsons is like some of the best comedic writing ever. Maybe even early 2000s.
yeah.
But
I think the Simpsons movie with where like the dome gets put over Springfield, I think that was great. You know, the Treehouse of Horror episodes, dude. I
Spider
love
Pig,
those.
he does whatever a Spider Pig does.
So many iconic moments. Oh, dude, Harry Plopper, the Wizard Pig.
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does.
Dude, the Simpsons game from 2006. Pretty freaking good, man. I got that on the PS3. It's maybe like top 20
You
game for
rearrange
me.
these.
It's probably somewhere closer to 20 than 1, but you know, it might be 20th, honestly, now that I think about it. But you know, it's up there. Simpsons game is no doubt one of my favorite games.
Give me just 1 second to get this pasted in.
Hmm.
It takes a second to get like all the text in line.
Okay.
Save and finish. Okay, let me get this off. Bang. And I'll close that out. Okay, here we go. Now, from the Alex Trebek stage at Sony Picture Studios, this is Unqualified Jeopardy.
Let's go.
Please welcome today's contestant, as always, because we can't find anybody else, Tommy Boy.
Yay.
Hey, Tommy Boy, your first round categories today are WWE catchphrase telephone, Metallica trivia, because I get to see the greatest band to ever live, Spanish word with meaning in English, Vine quotes, real or fake NBA players.
Oh God. Oh, that middle one scares me. Uh, I am
Where are
Metallica,
we
so I
going
don't know that
first?
much about him. We'll do telephone catchphrases for 200.
Okay, I am invisible.
You can't see me.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do telephone catchphrases for 400.
All right. You are now unemployed.
You're fired, Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Okay, this is easier than I thought it'd be. Uh,
Yeah.
Spanish words for
Far.
200.
All right. Cerveza.
Oh man, I know I've heard this before. I should know what it means. Cerveza. Hmm. I feel like that's like a type of food,
To be.
but I, like sounding it out doesn't help because like Spanish is the most un-Latin, Latin-based language of all time. So even if you know a little bit of Latin, it doesn't help you out in Spanish. Like I can figure out German words way better than I can figure out Spanish words. Uh,
You know what birth control pill is in German?
Anti-baby pilling.
Anti-baby pilling.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, German is so literal. Like they have a few funny words, but German is
Anti-baby
so
pilling.
literal it almost makes sense in English.
Oh man.
Anyways, Cerveza.
Uh, What is cerveza?
Shit. Uh, bottled water. I don't know.
Beer.
Uh, it's at Vine quotes for 200.
All right. Hi, welcome to.
Chili's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
uh, Alright, let's lose some more points. Spanish words for 400.
All right. Escuela.
Well, that's
What does
Javier's last
Javier's
name.
what
Yeah.
what does Javier's last name mean?
I didn't realize it meant something. Escuela. Escuela. I think that could be like an animal. Like, that could be I think it's Spanish for opossum.
That we're going with
Yes.
school.
Oh. Oh, that makes so much sense, actually.
Javier School.
Alright, fuck it. Catchphrases for 600.
All right. I'm amazing. Don't overthink it. I'll tell you that.
I'm amazing.
I don't know why I have a quotation between the I and the M. That's supposed to be
I was,
a
yeah,
single apostrophe.
I was wondering about that. I was wondering if you were giving me a hint
Yeah.
there, but okay,
No, that was an oopsie. That was a typo.
okay. I'm amazing. Oh man.
Don't overthink it.
Um, I don't know. Is it just like I'm the best?
The Miz. I'm
Oh, oh,
awesome.
damn it. All right. Damn. You know what? Catchphrase for 800. I like this. This is my favorite section.
All right. Sleep without being disturbed.
uh, what?
This should be the easiest. Honestly, actually.
I feel like this is like it feels like it has to do with like Undertaker, but
Perchance.
I can't think of his catchphrase if he even has one. It ain't coming to mind right now. Sleep without being disturbed. I feel like it has something to do with dying.
You're so close. You're so close. You're right there. You're right there,
I
Tommy
know, I
boy.
know. Has to something with the Undertaker and death.
Correct. I'll tell you that.
Is it something to do with his dead man character or hitting the tombstone on
Yeah.
someone?
You're right there. You are right there. I'll tell you that.
I can't think
You
of
are
I can't
right
think of the
there.
line though.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
May you rest in peace.
Bang.
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace.
There we go. Yeah, okay. It took a minute. Uh,
Focus on
God,
this.
Metallica for 200.
All right. They're from this state.
Um, man, that's I got a 1 in 50 chance. Massachusetts.
In California.
Damn. All right.
San Francisco, I believe.
Metallica for 400.
All right. This is their first album.
I don't even know that. I don't know. Master of Puppets.
Kill 'em all. I think
Okay.
Master of Puppets was third.
Beats me. Let's get some points back. Real or fake for 200.
All right. Quindary Weatherspoon.
Oh man. I know Weatherspoon's a real last name. I'm just trying to think if there's someone black enough to name their kid Quindary. I'm gonna say real. I think you started off with a real one.
Oh, almighty. Yeah, that's real.
Is it real or fake for 400?
Hey, Quincy Adams.
Ain't that motherfucker from like 1863? Fake.
That's fake. There was a college basketball player named Quincy Adams, but none in the NBA.
I'm almost certain there's a historical figure named Quincy Adams too.
John Quincy Adams,
That's
the
it. That's
president.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
John Quincy Adams.
Vine quotes for 400.
Right. Oh my God, they were
Black? Oh,
roommates.
oh, oh my God, yeah.
Oh my, oh my God, they were roommates.
Vine quotes for 600.
What? Chris, is that a weed?
I don't think I saw that one honestly, so I'm just gonna take the hit.
It's a Chris. Is that a weed? No, it's a crayon, and it has the little girl like dying on the microwave. 911. Oh, the police.
I don't think I've
One of
seen
my favorite
that.
vines of all time. So it's like, Chris, is that a weed? What's a crayon?
Okay, I'm doing horrifically. Let's just finish off catchphrase telephone.
All right. Affirmative.
What?
Affirmative.
um,
There's two different options
affirmative.
here. I'll give you that. Affirmative.
Hmm. What? Can you deliver in the cadence of the wrestler who would say it?
So the one that had in mind is affirmative.
Doesn't help me at all. God. Uh,
Affirmative.
uh,
There's another one where he kind of would chant it like affirmative, 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 affirmative. In that sort of
I'm just
cadence.
thinking the only thing I could think of as a what would be not a simile as a synonym to affirmative would be like yes, but I can't think of anyone that just chants yes, yes, yeah, like
I mean, is that your answer though?
sure.
LA
Oh,
Knight
oh,
saying
yeah, okay,
yeah, or
okay,
Daniel Bryan with the yes, yes, yes thing that he does.
okay. I have not seen the Daniel Bryan one, but yeah, now that you said LA Knight, I do know the yeah that he
But
finishes off with.
but with everybody saying LA Knight, yeah.
Yeah,
I can't do the voice. His voice is too deep and gravelly for me. I love LA Knight though. He's one of my favorites right now.
that's it. Real
You're
or
back
fake
in the
for
positive.
6?
Bull.
Real.
I have Manu Bull.
Yeah, shout out Manu Ball. Uh,
What's the next?
Metallica for 6.
All right. They have played on how many continents, Tommy boy?
I'm trying to think how many there is. It's 9, right? I don't know, 6. I'm gonna say 6.
They've actually played on all
Oh,
7. They did a one-off a benefit concert, I think, or a raffle concert or something like that in Antarctica about 10 or so years ago. They played in this like a giant covered dome.
that's crazy that they would go to Antarctica for a concert. But you know what? Hell yeah.
It was like a really small kind of private thing. They videoed it and all that.
Spanish for 1,000.
Hey, Sacapunta.
Spatula.
Pencil sharpener.
Oh damn.
That's one of my favorite translations. Sacapunta's pencil sharpener.
Spanish for 800.
Boleto.
Oh,
It's not bullet. I'll tell you right now, it is not bullet
yeah.
before you say that.
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking it's either nephew or grandson, but I can't think of which one it is. I'm gonna say grandson. I think it's grandson.
A
Damn.
ticket. Oh man, this should have been double round. This should have been.
Spanish for 6. We'll just lose all the points here.
Trabajara.
Farm.
Work.
Oh no, farm is trabajan. Then, I remember that because I wrote
Hey,
it in my thing. Um,
where are we getting
yeah,
some points back
trabajan
from?
and oh no, I don't know. Actually, I think farm is grajas, because trabajan and grajas is work on a farm. Uh, I remember that from being racist. Metallica for 800.
All right. They were elected to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in this year,
1998. Damn.
2009.
Fuck, far too late. Should have been earlier.
So
Like,
I think it has to be 25 years after their first album. Their first album was 81, I believe.
okay, makes sense. We'll finish off Metallica and lose a bunch of points.
All right. Lars Ulrich, drummer, is from what country?
New Zealand.
Denmark.
Damn. I'm just gonna guess New
It's
Zealand for
Danish.
every artist I don't know. Started
All
with the
right.
Offspring. I'm just gonna keep going.
All right.
Uh,
I have four
Vine
clues left in
quotes.
the first
Vine
round.
quotes for 8.
Hey, road work ahead.
I sure hope it does. I still say that every time I see a roadwork sign.
Yeah, that's iconic.
Uh, finish off Vine quotes.
All right. Look at all
Go
those.
chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
uh, 800.
Hey. All right. Frickin' Cork Muzz.
That sounds like some shit you made up.
That's real. He's Turkish,
Okay.
I believe. Frickin' Cork Muzz. And the last
I'm just gonna say
category,
fake
or last
before I even see
clue.
it.
Oh, Dante Blunt.
Fake.
Hey, so you're rolling in. You're steam rolling.
My worst score ever going into a second round.
Second here. You
God,
find
this is embarrassing.
yeah, I forgot to put the link for Double Jeopardy onto the page.
Thank
I
God
gotta
it's saved in history.
yeah, thank God it is. Is it not gonna let me paste? Oh, there we go, paste. So I can have it for future reference. It said
Okay.
negative 1800. We're gonna share this tab. Hey, you're going into Double Jeopardy, Tommy boy.
Okay.
Uh, you can see a mixed bag of clues.
Uh huh. This is
You have Eminem chorus lyrics. Hollywood General Knowledge returns. What state is that brand headquartered in? Songs that Benny Blanco wrote or helped to write. And Landy Boy trivia returns.
okay. Okay. Let's get all my points back really quick. Dollywood General Knowledge 2000.
Okay. This basketball team had a promotional video at the park on one of the days it was
Harlem
closed.
Globetrotters. We were there.
We were there.
Alright, I'm positive
Hey,
now.
you're back in the positive temporarily. Where are we going?
Eminem for 400.
Okay. I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating.
So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up.
There you go. 600 now.
Eminem for 8.
You didn't see that. I'm beginning to feel like a rap god, rap god. All my people from the front to the back nod, back nod. So, what comes next?
I haven't listened to this song in so fucking long. I don't remember most of it, but it ends with something like "Ain't that odd," I think.
What is your answer?
That's the most answer I can give because I don't remember the rest of the lyrics.
It's who thinks they're armed long enough to
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
slap box? They said I rap like a robot, so call me rap bot. For me to rap like a computer must be in my jeans. I got a
Yeah, top of my back
laptop in my
pocket, my
back
pistol
pocket.
up in a half
I'm
cock
off
gun
on a
fat.
half cock it.
Yeah.
The rap prophet made a living and a killing off it ever since Bill Clinton was still in office with Monica Lewinsky filling his nutsack. I'm an MC stills on it, whatever it goes.
Yeah. Damn. I can't believe I missed that. M for 12. We'll get the points back.
Hey. Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me.
Because we need a little controversy and it feels so empty without me.
Here you go.
Eminem for 16.
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth.
Till the
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out,
It's
I
like
can't shut my mouth.
I swear I remember this stuff until I read it, and then I'm like, man, what does come next? Till the smoke clears out and my high wears out, I'ma rip the shit till my bones collapse.
That's close enough. I think I heard all the right words.
Yeah, most of them. I guess we'll just finish off Eminem.
All right. Monster, you get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. Yeah, I'm normal during the day, but at night turn to a monster. Yeah.
I'm gonna use my first skip because this is a lot of points and I can't remember.
Okay, so you have 2 skips remaining. When the moon shines like ice road truckers, I look like a villain straight out of or not straight out, but just a villain out of those blockbusters.
Yeah.
You got 2 skips left.
You have to pick all the mainstream Eminem songs. I don't listen to those. Dollywood General Knowledge for 16. We'll work our way up on this one.
All right. Mike, shout out Mike, by the way, once met this famous country singer.
I almost said Dolly Parton, which I think is true, but it would be Carrie Underwood.
Would indeed be Carrie Underwood. Once stole Carrie Underwood some vouchers.
Yeah. Songs Benny Blanco wrote for 400 because I'm curious what the structure of this questioning is going to be.
Okay. This is a Rihanna song written originally by Sia and Benny with the famous line, "Shine bright like a..."
Diamond.
Yeah, so this
Okay.
song is Diamond.
Benny Blanco for 8.
This song had its own category in the last episode.
God, I gotta recall back to the last episode.
It's a category you wrote, if that helps.
Oh no. That I wrote? That's even worse.
It's the category that you made.
You expect me to remember something I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Man, who did I write about in that? Wait, oh no, it was a song. This song had its own. I'm trying to think of songs I did. Big Iron. I did. The Devil, Dance with the Devil.
This is the most recent addition to that
I know.
list.
I'm trying to think. What? What?
You're gonna see the You're gonna see the reveal, and you're gonna know it's so obvious.
Yeah, I feel like I should be able to get this though. Uh, Especially because I wrote it like whatever it was, like 72 hours ago.
All right.
And who? What song? No, it's not Ocean Man. I didn't put Ocean Man in there. I just thought about that.
Every
I'm just
song
gonna
you've
take the hit. I'm just
mentioned,
gonna take the
except
hit.
one, is before Benny Blanco. This was Payphone.
Oh, I did have that on there.
And
Man. Alright, you know
where
what?
are you
Benny, don't
taking it?
let me down. 1200.
Benny for 12. This is a Sean Kingston classic featuring Justin Bieber.
Sean Kingston.
Same guy that wrote Beautiful Girls, or sang Beautiful Girls. This is his other big hit.
Uh, I just saw a short of Benny talking about making the song. I can't even think of what it's called. I gotta use a skip. I can't lose as many points.
And you have one skip remaining, but this was Eeny Meeny.
Yeah, I didn't ever guess that.
Eeny Meeny, Miny Mo, catch a bad chick by the toe. If she holla holla,
Uh, Landy Boy
give
trivia
me
for
the
400.
knife. I'll hold you, show you. Landy Boy has recently applied and interviewed for this employer.
Oh,
I haven't
that
heard
would
back from this since the
be
interview, but
Kroger.
yes, indeed, I interviewed for Kroger.
Landy Boy for 800.
This is Landy Boy's favorite NASCAR name of all time.
Penis drip. Dick Trickle.
Yeah, Dick Trickle. I love Dick Trickle, man. That's funny.
Landy Boy for 12. Gotta get as many points as I can.
Landy Boy's first wrestling crush was this woman, or women, two options, now a decade ago.
Sasha Banks slash Mercedes Monet.
That's right.
Oh, and AJ Lee. Okay.
Yeah, shout out AJ Lee. It was AJ for like a couple weeks, and then I discovered who Sasha Banks was.
Valid. I haven't touched the headquarters for a while, so I'm gonna hit it right in the middle of 12.
Right. WWE is based in what state?
Connecticut.
I don't know how you got that, but
You know how I know? Because Vince McMahon's a billionaire. And you know what Connecticut likes? Tax loopholes for billionaires.
hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Dollywood General Knowledge for 1200. We'll just wipe out the middle row.
Right. This coaster has tracks that runs over top of walkway.
What?
Part of the track from this coaster runs over top of a walkway.
I mean the Tennessee Tornado sort of if you're going to like the back host lot, or not host lot, host, like a little lounge we got back there, but I don't know if that would really count.
Not the station, but like the actual part, like ride part of the ride
Oh,
itself.
is it the Eagle?
Mystery Mine.
Oh yeah, it does.
Starting to head towards Wildwood.
I never go over there, man. Yeah, I haven't thought about that in a while, but yeah, it does. I remember going on that in like 2013 or something. I love that ride.
It's a good ride.
Uh, what brand is the state headquartered in for 400?
Microsoft.
Um, it's the top left one. Washington.
Washington.
Uh, what quarter of a head is the state branded in for 8?
8. Nike.
Oh, Oregon, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Oregon.
That's it. Dollywood for 8.
Dolly for 8. This restaurant has the worst name ever, mixing 2 nicknames for family members.
Has, what? I don't.
You should be passing this restaurant pretty much daily, honestly.
The only ones I pass are Red's Diner. It's not that. And Dog and Taters. Dogs and Taters. But who the fuck calls their family members dogs or taters?
It's in the same general area as the pathway you'll be walking. It's like right below the host lounge.
That
Okay, not really right below it, but it's Like, pretty close to it.
What's that shit called? The Midway Market? No, no.
No. What restaurant at Dollywood has 2 nicknames for family members in it?
Below the host lounge.
It's lower than the host lounge. It's kind of sort of close to one of the entrances to the host lounge.
The grist mill?
Oh God! Do you know? Okay, do you know do you know the model of Dolly's mountain home, like the Dolly's hot childhood home? Do you know that?
Yeah.
It's right across from that.
That's the Mount Laurel Home Goods store.
Across from that, the other side of the
Wait.
pathway from that.
Oh. Oh.
I'm
Oh
giving
my
this to
goodness.
you. I'm
Oh.
giving this
Oh.
to you.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. What the fuck is that place called? Um, isn't it just like Mom and Pops?
Called Aunt Granny's.
Oh yeah, yeah, shit. It is.
Yeah, the worst restaurant name of all time. Aunt Granny's.
Yeah, you're
Where are we
like,
taking
okay,
it
no,
now?
across from that, I'm like, kettle corn? That's not a restaurant. uh, yeah, I don't know the park very well. We'll finish off the general knowledge. How is this harder going in reverse?
They ruined this entire area over the post 2024 off season.
The country fair. It's horrible. A bit of wet
I had to give
piece
you
of
some
blue
food points.
concrete where the glorious horseshoe had stood for the last 39 years.
I
I mean,
love the
not
horseshoe
39.
so
I
much,
don't think
man.
the country fair is 39 years old, but yeah. R.I.P. Horseshoe.
R.I.P. Horseshoe. You were one of the locations of all time.
Truly. Landy Boy for 16.
Landy Boy moved to Tennessee before what grade?
No, look. I know we talked about this before. This is not a piece of information that I retained. I'm gonna say 8th grade. I'm probably way wrong.
Close.
Okay.
Before ninth grade. You were really close though.
Uh,
Right before high school.
you know what? I'm gonna finish off Landy Boy like I finish him off after every episode. You guys don't get to
Oh
see it
boy.
though.
Landy Boy wears this shoe size.
11.
It's 12 or 13.
Oh damn, we got the same size feet.
Very close. You know what to say about yeah, I'm not gonna finish that.
Big feet, big socks. You know what to say about big
You know what
socks?
to say?
Big shoes.
Big shoes. Oh man. I love how we just immediately went to the same saying. Alright.
uh,
Four clues left.
Benny Blanco for 2000.
Hey. In one of the weirdest multi-arts collaborations ever, artists act as different animals.
Um, I got a skip left, right?
You do. You do. Your last one.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it because what the fuck is this?
Which was Earth by Little Dicky.
Oh, oh,
We
he
love the
wrote that?
Earth. It's yeah. Benny Blanco was apparently a writer in it.
God, that makes sense. 'Cause that shit sucks, but
We love the Earth. It is yeah. It's such
it's
a dumb song.
what is
And I'm
in
Kanye
that state
West.
brand headquartered? 16.
16. Allstate.
Illinois, based in Chicago.
Hey.
Um, it is that brand what headquartered state? 2000.
Epic Games.
Not gonna lie, I kind of thought they were European based, so this throws off my whole guess because I was gonna say like the Maldives or something. Uh, Texas.
North Carolina,
Oh,
according to
okay.
what Google search I did. And finally, this is a song that arguably put Kesha on the map at a massive scale, starting with a line that has aged incredibly poorly.
Tick tock, hit the clock. Yeah.
So you're gonna finish with about 4,600 today, Tommy boy.
Way better than I thought I was gonna do.
I mean, I never doubted you once until the very last round.
I was
And
doubting
then I
myself the whole
realized,
first round.
yeah, I thought you'd have a comeback. Clearly, I was wrong.
There's just cum on my back. I mean, in that video, anyways.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest, bloopers or outtakes of all time.
Yeah. I mean, there was cum on her back in the video.
I think, yeah, that. Shout out Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
Uh,
Chris
that that
Pratt is
was
somehow one of the only normal males in Hollywood.
that was one of the jeopardies of all time.
That was truly one of them.
I I think that might have been one of my best.
Yeah, that was probably your best crafted and my worst performed.
I think those two usually go hand in hand.
Yeah,
And I try to set them up to where you can get them right sometimes, but
yeah.
probably should have switched the rounds today. Honestly, I probably should have made
Maybe,
round
yeah.
one round two and made round two round one.
Yeah, round one was
It
way
is what it
harder.
is. Yeah, I might have been overdoing it a little bit.
Yeah, that's all right though.
Now, what's our next topic of discussion, Tommy boy?
That's a fantastic question. You want to talk about Brock Lesnar?
We could do that, or we could try to find another one of these games because
I
that's
have
apparently become a very fun tradition.
actually, well, I had a fun idea. I wanted to just read the most recent news about P Diddy, whatever that is. I'm gonna actually I was gonna pull it up on my phone. That's a bit boring. I want everyone to see it. We're gonna screen share and we're just gonna look up Diddy news and we're gonna see what's going on in the world of the diddler.
Okay.
I don't know if you're interested in that, but you know we used to talk about Diddy a bit in some of the earlier episodes.
Sure.
All right, let's. What do we got here? Oh, from the Rolling Stones. Sean Combs rejected a plea deal in sex trafficking case. And a judge also ruled at a Friday hearing that the jury will be allowed to see the security footage of him beating Cassie in a hotel hallway. And
Oh,
there's our boy Diddy right there, friend of the show.
I do not concur.
No, me neither. So, uh, yeah, disgraced hip hop mogul sex trafficking trial set to begin. Crazy. Uh, so where are we at here? Alright, the long rumored deal was mentioned near the end of the hearing, during which a variety of other matters were discussed. Prosecutors asked Judge Arun Subramanian, that's a name, if he could allocute, I don't think that's a word,
Uh,
Combs on,
uh,
notice it says allocute. You know what, is that a word? Okay,
oh,
I mean, not, really? No, actually, I guess it is. Okay, well, I feel like putting in quotations means they didn't use that word correctly. If they could allocute Combs on the plea agreement, essentially meaning ask him in court and on the record if he understands that the plea he was offered and what? Anyways, uh, so he's got his next trial on May 1st, which is in like 3 days. So about the time we record next, probably that'll be cool to pull up.
okay.
Will Diddy's trial be televised by the New York Vulture? Uh, here, bro, who the fuck does
Why
court
does
does these court sketches, and why do they do it in crayon?
I think it's like some sort of training and stuff you have to do to even be allowed in the courtroom to sketch. It's
Yeah, it's just weird
crazy
that
because
like
you wouldn't
there's
think
an
it.
art style associated with drawing things happening in a courtroom because apparently a picture is just too good for us. So less than 1 year after his arrest at a Manhattan hotel, Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial is approaching quickly with the preliminary on the 28th. That's today. That's what we were just reading. The arrest of Combs, 55, came with a slew of abuse allegations, starting with Cassie. But he is coming to more than 63 lawsuits claiming that he abused minors as well. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. No, hold on. I do not care about this text on the screen right now. Let me find that picture again. No, bring it back. Where is it? Oh, they switched. No, they switched that. God damn it.
Man.
Anyways, what did he do? What did he do? Did he do it? Yeah.
Did he do it? Did he do it?
Yeah, damn, racketeering. You know, I hate racketeering as a crime because, like, it wasn't even a crime until the FBI was like, yo, we're gonna make a crime where if we just think you associate with criminals, it's illegal and we're gonna get you for it. Like, it's so stupid, and it's honestly, I think, an overuse of the government's power. We should get rid of racketeering. It was all, like, it had a one-time use for Al Capone, okay? Anyways, charges that include racketeering, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. That's illegal? You're telling me if I fly to Vegas to fuck a prostitute, that flight is illegal? I don't believe you. Anyways, federal prosecutors said that Combs used his extensive entertainment empire to make a criminal enterprise. Wow, no way. Authorities said they found evidence of freak-offs, days-long sex parties fueled by... Bro, there's a bug flying in here. Oh man, can you read this to him for a second while I get rid of the bug?
Yeah, give me one moment to get it full screen. In United States versus Diddy, this crazy music mogul faces 5 counts on charges that include racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Federal prosecutors said that Combs used his extensive entertainment empire to create a criminal enterprise. The feds alleged that the purpose of this enterprise included abuse of women with violence. Authorities said they found evidence of freak-offs, day-long sex parties fueled by drugs during raids with Miami and Los Angeles homes in March 2024. Much of Combs' alleged abuse unfolded at freak-offs. I never thought I'd see the word freak-off in an official article. After Combs drew women into his orbit, he forced them to participate in these parties. Prosecutors allege these routine events were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during it off, and electronically recorded. After freak-offs ended, Combs and his victims typically received IV fluids to recover from physical exertion and drugs use.
That's incredible. Anyways, oh, here we go. Unlike the recent Rust manslaughter trial with, whatever that guy's name is, Alec Baldwin, that murderer, these court proceedings will not air. What? Wait. Okay, first of all, I didn't realize that his were aired, but they're not going to put it on television? I, This is bullshit, man. I don't want to see it. Anyways, did you have something to pull up? I feel like you had something, and I kind of cut you off, but did he?
I actually was gonna say maybe perchance find a couple more Discord games on here that we've been playing
Oh,
recently.
okay, yeah, we can do that. Do you want to pick it?
Okay, I was not trying to click that. I was trying to click on the games icon. Let's see here. We got uh, let's try this out. See what.
Alright. Oh, death by AI. Oh no. Alright, let's see.
Deep boot death.
These years shoot Okay. Oh yeah, I'm taking that guy.
Hey. I have no clue what this game is.
Me neither.
Confirm your scenario.
This feels like
Okay,
a
let's try
PC
this.
game. Trapped in a brain. Oh.
To your survival. Okay. I've got a fantastic answer. I think this is just like more. I think if it's just two of us, I think it's just gonna be like who can come up with a funnier answer. I don't know.
I have no idea, so I took this very seriously.
Is AI gonna judge?
That's what I thought was gonna happen, so I took it like really
Oh, your
seriously.
fate has been sealed. Okay. Hey, let's see. Let's see what AI does.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, looking forward to catch the falling man. Flames cat go around and causing an eerie glow. What?
Okay.
Miraculously, just as they prepare for impact, a patch of tarpaulin lands beneath them. A twist of fate that cushions both their falls and saves them from Inferno's jaws. With their adrenaline pumping and weight of survival heavy on their shoulders, Landon emerges from the blaze, victorious and forever changed by the harrowing experience. I survive.
Wow.
Into
So
the
I
nearest
run
window,
to the
breaking through it.
yeah, run to the
Okay, you
nearest
read it.
window, just break through it totally unharmed, and fall down the few feet to the sidewalk because I have a street level house. I was gonna put apartment, but there wasn't enough text for apartment. Basically, I thought AI is gonna try to find a way to kill me, so I have to write this so that I don't die. Uh, as I burst through the blazing window, the fire's hold on. As I burst through the blazing window, the fire's furious roar fades into chaotic symphony of shattered glass and the rush of adrenaline. Who the fuck is they? I dive through the jagged opening and tumble to the sidewalk below, landing on with a triumphant roll that melts away the fear and smoke that had just engulfed me just moments before. With a victorious whoop, I scramble to my feet, unscathed and grinning, ready to escape into the cool night air as the flames flicker behind him like a dying dragon. I survive.
Hey. Both survive round one. So you can, I guess, pick through any random generated one, or you can make your own.
That's a good one.
Hopeful.
Alright. Wonder what I should think of this.
I didn't mean to say I got that at the buzzer.
Oh, I didn't realize we had a time limit.
I think you get like a minute or something, maybe. I don't know.
I take my fully automatic machine gun firing 308 rounds into all of them because I have 100 rounds of the gat, unlike them.
Okay.
So I unleash a hail of 308 rounds through the fully automatic machine gun. The sound of gunfire echoes through the air as the attackers panic and scatter. However, despite their initial advantage, a sudden surge of adrenaline fuels the crowd. The sheer number of them overwhelmed me, bombarding with sheer chaos. In a tragic twist of fate, my hope for survival is snuffed out as I am ultimately engulfed by the darkness. What? No.
Okay. I will call the nearest KFC and then start reading whatever specials they currently have in stock. This buys me enough time to run.
That's genius.
Freshly done and ordered in the KFC. The tantalizing sound of crispy chicken special fills the void, momentarily strengthening the 450 black people. Your words, not mine.
Yeah.
With their rapt attention momentarily divided, Landon seizes the opportunity, sprints away, heart racing, adrenaline pumping, narrowly escaping the impending chaos. Just as I reach Casey, the crowd realizes their ruse and lets out a frustrated roar. But it's too late. The clever diversion has saved Landon. He'll just see another day. Oh, that's the greatest strategy ever.
Oh, I get to make another one.
I love this. Honestly, this game's fun. I'm scared to see what you're creating because there's no way you're doing the randomly made ones.
No, I'm not.
Oh god, I'm terrified. Oh my god.
I got a perfect answer for this. I'm curious to see what you're cooking up. What your perspective of a closeted gay man in South Africa is like. You know, I mean, we both have so much experience being closeted gay men in South Africa. You know, I feel like we both have realistic answers, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Alright.
Is there a moth in here? There's a moth. That's why I like moths.
Oh man. I will do my best to RuPaul Charles and dress from head to toe in the meanest drag, even intentionally crashing my car to sell it. They really think I'm a woman.
Okay.
Right. The flair for the dramatic, I don an extravagant drag ensemble, attracting attention as they expertly execute a staged car crash to make their getaway. Unfortunately, the catchy incident draws the ire of a rowdy crowd. Amidst the glitter and laughter, my identity is exposed, prying eyes no reason except a rainbow in the midst. Ultimately, the vibrant spirit shone so brightly is extinguished, left by the ultimate price for my courage in a world still shrouded in darkness.
Wait,
I
what?
die.
There's a moth on my finger?
Oh, wow.
I have Zachary
Oh,
Moore's
God.
airdrop 5 blocks away so that the homophobes go to him before us.
Oh, God, okay. Wow.
This moth is trying to eat my finger. to very little success.
Mm.
As I orchestrate an elaborate plan to airdrop Zachary Morris 5 blocks away, the dimly lit streets tense with anticipation, and for a fleeting moment it seems the ruse just might work. However, just as Zachary lands, a group of irate homophobes spot him, mistakenly drop him for a blatant provocation. They swiftly converge, making my heart race in the grip of dread. In a desperate attempt to divert their attention, I run towards Zachary, but alas, the impending mob... What? It circles them both leading... Oh my god, Bro, of course.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, while you're selecting that, I'm gonna go put this moth outside.
Okay.
Come here, bug friend. Alright, let's see this. No! Alright, I got an answer.
I think I have a good one. I think I have a good answer. I'm excited to see what you come up with.
I'm excited to see what you come up with.
Okay.
I drive the Kia Soul off the side of the Golden Gate Bridge.
Okay.
As I careened the Kia Soul towards the edge of the Golden Gate Bridge, the harrowing combination of desperation and exhilaration filled the air, drawing the attention of startled onlookers below. Just as they prepared to leap from the vehicle, the iconic hatchback's brake malfunction sent them spiraling off the rail with a dramatic splash into the chilly waters below. In a twist of fate, the buoyant Kia Soul bobbed like an unsinkable lifeboat, allowing me to float to safety, yet trapped in a sea of odds, stares, and relentless mockery, forever turning the heads of the vilified driver of the world's most critical vehicle. I tried to write a scenario where I kill myself and AI won't let me.
Oh god. Okay. I try to rig it like the Killdozer after enough is enough, and I'll proud through town on a busy day in the rush hour traffic.
I love this.
Oh boy. As I ran the engine of the modified Kia Soul, which I was smoking gas and makes of water and light. The impending chaos. With a triumphant roar, barrels through the city, leaving a path of destruction. I can't. Shock sends into my path. If a fate would have it, an unexpected traffic jam from my impatient abrupt halt. In a tragic twist, I broke you. I'm crying.
Oh my god.
It's blocking. I can't.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god. The screen truck tipped over, blocking any escape routes and sealing my fate. The critics turned into a valiant mob, bringing me down scoops of slightly melting justice.
God.
I died by ice cream inside of the Killdozer. Oh god. This is a tiebreaker right here.
Yeah. This is the one. I can only imagine what you're cooking up right now.
I gotta think about something hilarious here. I have a few ideas. I just have to figure out which one's this.
If we do this again, I have a really good scenario I'm thinking of. This one's taking a minute. This might be good.
Hold on.
Okay.
I think I cooked up here.
30 seconds, stop a porcator from going boom boom. Probably put a gas can
If
and
you-
a couple glass bottles, not beer. They hate it too. Alright, I just cooked. Not ready for what I got.
Hey. I might have took this one a little bit too serious because I'm not trying to lose.
Yeah, same. I break a glass bottle and slit their throat and rub their blood on my face to the horror of Allah.
Oh.
As I shatter a glass bottle, the fierce determination of the castling escalates, causing the porcator to gasp in shock rather than fear. In a split second of pure madness, they attempt to rub the blood across their face, creating a morbid spectacle that horrifies onlookers and sent the porcator into a frenzied panic. He was not following what I said. Unfortunately, amid the what? Bruh. You didn't follow my prompts.
Oh boy. Okay, so I try to pull the shirt off my back and use it as a face cover because it's beyond safe smell bad too. Using the other part of my shirt, I beam with a Molotov and save some crappy Afghanistani slum. I switched to tear the shirt off to protect myself from the noxious stench there. I crafted a makeshift Molotov cocktail from the gas can and a glass bottle. I don't know how to line it. With a steady hand, I launch a heart at the portator, igniting a fire explosion that thins the villains, running away from the dangerous device, and unironically leave the slum in a smoky but safe haze. In triumphant twist of fate, I emerge victorious, having saved the day and ensured that the only bang they hear is celebratory cheer from the grateful slum residents, and I survive.
Wild. Yeah, let's do another one.
This is fun. I love this.
I love this too.
I have a chest to open.
Yeah, what do I get? A
Ooh,
balloon?
I got a balloon.
Okay.
I'm curious to see what scenario you come up with.
one-on-one death match with Brock Lesnar in a TNA six-sided ring. Yo, you had that cooked up quick.
Yeah, that is the first thing I thought of. You got yours cooked up quick.
Yeah, I thought about it last round.
All right.
I pull out a gun and shoot Brock Lesnar in the fucking head, killing him dead right there.
Okay.
As I pull out the gun, the crowd gasps in disbelief. Just before I can pull the trigger, Brock's reflexes kick in, allowing him to leap to the side, sending the bullet ricocheting off the steel post. What steel post? In a flash.
The ring post.
Yeah. Brock closes the distance with a devastating suplex and sends Wicked crashing to the mat like a fallen giant, leaving them gasping for air in a world of pain. With the victory in his grasp and the audience roaring, Brock basks in the glory, and my dreams of glory die in the... But I survived? Okay.
I curled up in the fetal position and hoped to God that a sniper is hidden somewhere in that arena to save my life. We both went with the gun option.
Yeah, we both think shooting Brock Lesnar in the head.
Yeah. The adrenaline-fueled crowd roared, but Brock Lesnar, oblivious to the unorthodox defense, paces like a predator ready to strike. Seconds tick by, and just when all hope is lost, a sudden crack echoes through the air. Brock stumbles, distracted by a distant gunshot from the mystery sniper, but only bought me a brief moment before a massive thunderous fist slammed down, sealing my fate in a resounding defeat. In the end, the arena erupted in mixed reactions when hope is placed in the unlocked. Hold on, so you survived?
Yeah. I survived because Brock was just happy he got the gun out of my hand. You died because Brock didn't get shot.
Have fun with this one.
Okay.
It was much fun if you want with this one.
Oh, man. I gotta know what you cooked up here. I know you got something good.
If I wasn't limited to 140 characters, I could come up with the greatest thing ever.
Oh yeah, yeah. The characters are my limiting factor here.
Hey.
Oh. I strangle them, shoot them, stab them, shit on them, piss on them, stab them again, spit on them, light them on fire, and then stomp on them.
Okay.
And endorse the display of chaos. I unleash a barrage of violence against the unsuspecting, not unsuspecting, guest of Dollywood who merely asked for about vouchers. As they flail wildly, a nearby carnival worker
No,
they are not. They're joining in. As a nearby carnival worker joins in, wielding a giant cotton candy stick and inadvertently pokes me in the eye, causing me to stumble back and trip into it. We don't have any fountains. You mean into the splash pad. Drenched and humiliated, I'm escorted out by security, probably realistic, leaving wild antics to, wait. But I didn't die in the story. I just got banished from Dollywood.
Who knows?
I just died of old age, I guess.
Okay. After hearing it 500 times that day already, I pulled a curtain right off the top of the game and used it like an Olympic javelin. As I ripped the curtain rod from its mount, and with fierce determination cousins, I accidentally launched it towards the prize counter, striking down a stack of plush toys that cascade like a wave onto the unsuspecting child. Uh, the child's mother, enraged, holding a cotton candy stick like a weapon, charged at we realize that the jig is up. Makes a spectacular escape through a tunnel of giggling children, narrowly dodging the mother's wrath. Ultimately, I vault over a fence and daring bid for freedom, stumble into a water ride, splashed over a rogue log from accident, sends them tumbling. A wet but a life survived from the dangers.
So you shove them into the what's that fucking ride called? The Raging Rapid or
No, like I stumble into a water ride.
oh
Okay, before the next
River
round, I'm gonna go
Rampage.
pee. Like,
Okay.
don't start it or anything, cause I gotta pee.
Yeah.
Entertain them.
Um, I have to pee too. So, uh, it's kind of awkward. I guess I gotta wait for Landy to come back and then I'm gonna go pee. Um, hopefully if Landy's up for it, we can do some more writing tonight, because we made some good, pretty good progress on the TV episode, TV show, the first episode. And I want to keep going on that, because I got some good ideas for us to put down. You guys won't get to hear about it until the show comes out, though. It's pretty good.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, thank God, because I actually have to pee, too.
Alright. Okay. Hopefully Tony will be back before too long. We can, one of the this is actually one of my favorite games, actually. I hope the next one's, turns out to be... Well, I don't know who's gonna come up with the next one. Probably Thomas. Right. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna be talking about. And honestly, I don't have anything to talk about right now.
Take me out to the ball game. Take... What the hell just fell over? I don't know. What was it? Anyways, hey, I'm back.
Right.
So... Okay.
But you're selecting a scenario. I'm scared to see what you come up with.
Like... You're adopted by a gay couple.
Oh no.
Okay, I got the easiest answer of all time. got a legit answer. Mine's just straight to the point. Judging. Fate's determined. Fate unsealed me a life. Landon. Hope I don't.
Okay, so hope I don't become indoctrinated, and so I simply run away and play Kill Bill plot on everyone they love.
Okay.
In desperate for freedom, my plan quickly spirals into chaos, and I meticulously plot revenge against my adopted parents and the friends they once cherished. Just when I think I've outsmarted everyone, a hidden ally reveals themselves, transforming my vendetta into an unexpected showdown that backfires spectacularly. Ultimately, misguided quest eventually leads to a tragic twist, and I find myself cornered, leaving this world in a blaze of misguided fury. What? That's not how Kill Bill ends.
And I kill myself.
Okay.
In a moment of despair, I stood on the edge of the cliff, contemplating the tumultuous journey that brought me to this point. Just as I were about to leap, a vibrant rainbow appeared overhead, emanating with a surreal warmth that wrapped around me like an embrace, reminding them of the love and acceptance they had in the arms of their two fathers. With a newfound clarity, I stepped back from the precipice, choosing life and the joy of family over their dark thoughts, emerging as a survivor. Of course.
No shot. I gotta come back here.
Man.
I'm terrified to see what you're coming up with.
Boom. You're in a Chuck E. Cheese Entertainment Pizza Plaza on the helicopter bike ride when suddenly the building teleports to the bottom of the ocean floor.
What?
Alright, I got a pretty good answer.
You cannot use the word safely. That's stupid.
I I swim to the surface with the help of 7 sexually frustrated dolphins and a friendly tiger shark.
Oh.
As I swim towards the surface, the gang of sexually frustrated dolphins insist on performing acrobatic stunts, making it nearly impossible for me to break free from their chaotic antics. Just when hope seems lost, a friendly tiger shark swoops in, creating a whirlwind of bubbles that propels me upwards. But the dolphins misread the situation, thinking it's playtime. In a wild splash of miscommunications, the dolphins accidentally clip my fins, sending me spiraling back down into the depths where I encountered the eerie silence of the ocean floor, sealing my fate under a blanket of seaweed and despair.
Okay. So, creating a flotation device out of drink cups, tickets, and tokens, and a few fat kids, I rise to the surface safely.
Service.
I'm supposed to say. I don't know. I'm supposed to say surface. I elaborately assemble a makeshift flotation device with a colorful case of drink cups, tokens, and a laughter Latin mass ticket for an help. Boy. With sheer determination and whimsical spirit, I managed to break through the surface just as the weight of the now water like Chuck E. Cheese threatened to drag me down. Riding triumphantly, I gasped for air, victorious and alive, while the roar of the ocean mingled with joyous chatter and lively quotation friends. So we're coming into the round 5 with the tie again.
Yeah.
It's like I think you're gonna like this one.
Her chemistry teacher in New Mexico diagnosed with lung cancer because her wife sucks and is lazy and she makes $0 to your income. I love my answer.
I kind of did some plot corrections here, if you feel me.
Okay.
I did some plot corrections, if you understand what that means.
Yeah.
I hope I'm first. Nope.
My name is Skylar White. Yo. My husband is Walter White. Yo. Yeah. I know all about this little thing with you too. He told me all of it. Okay. In a desperate bid to shake off the grim specter of their illness, I channel my inner Skylar White, hoping to intimidate his wife's lackluster support system with bravado. As the words leave my lips, the tension in the air thickens, unbeknownst to me. The chemistry of the moment takes a disastrous turn, igniting a series of unfortunate events that lead to an explosive revelation. Unfortunately, the chaotic escalation leaves me gasping for air, ultimately succumbing to my tragic fate, a poignant reminder of the volatile nature of both life and the chemistry I once taught. I died of asphyxiation for arguing with my wife.
Oh boy. I killed her like I should have for years and started a massive mess empire for getting down and dirty some chick named Andrea, then dying. My plan swiftly spiraled out of control. My attempt to eliminate Skylar White, backfired spectacularly, resulting in an accidental explosion that lit their house and sent shrapnel flying. In the ensuing chaos, as I attempt to escape through the fire wreckage, he runs right into the arms of law enforcement, where drama, the commotion, and the unmistakable scent of chemicals defining his meth empire. Ultimately, my ambitions lead to not wealth and passion, but a life sentence in prison, where the only thing left to smoke is lonely regret.
We tied.
We tied. We tied. Fire break, less characters used to survive. Okay, so you won because you used less characters.
Okay.
You used less letters to survive. Are we doing another round, or do you want to find a different game?
I think we gotta. Oh wait, no, hold on. We are. Wait, yeah, all right. We are sort of tied. We can do a tiebreaker and then find something else.
All right.
We still got.
Start.
We still got like 30 minutes, so you know we can do another one.
Hey.
Hey, this is quite fun. Yeah, this is easily like top 3 Discord game. I think. It's a lot of fun.
How do you spell? There we go. Hey, have fun with this one.
You're born as an immortal in India, so unfortunately you cannot leave an apartment locked in the country. First of all, Israel is the only quotation country on earth. It's not a real place. Boom. My answer is so short, but so defining for India.
Mine is about half the characters possible I could use. A little bit more. Oh boy. So, I try to eat the street food once, so maybe I can be in a coma forever while I'm technically not dying.
Okay.
And I think gleefully devour an array of spicy street foods, flavors dancing on my tongue like a wild celebration, masking the impending chaos within. If the fire concoctions collide with their immortal constitution, being inspiring to a comatose state, suspended forever between life and death, trapped in a vivid dreamland of street vendors and vibrant spices. Eventually, the buzzing crowds fade away, leaving me in an eternal slumber, proving that even immortality has unforeseen consequences, and I somehow don't survive.
I guess the coma counts as death.
Yeah.
I eat
Eat
10
10
pounds
pounds of
of
hell.
elephant shit every day. Despite the bizarre diet, I find a peculiar sense of purpose, believing the rituals of local tribes, yeah, no doubt as local tribes, might grant me insights into immortality. Day after grueling day, I push through the revolting feast, only to be struck with the realization that even an immortal body can be overwhelmed by the sheer toxicity of their chosen substance. In a tragic twist of my relentless pursuit and the absurd leads. Wait. In a, yeah, I died. We both died.
Hey.
Wow. Yeah, we were in India though, so it was gonna happen. Hold on. How do you?
Oh boy.
All right, here we go. You're laying on the sidewalk under the building. Samoa Joe chose to jump off the roof rail.
Uh, okay, I will simply roll away and avoid the crater that absolutely a human will leave. As I sense the air shift above, I quickly look to the side, narrowly escaping the fire descent as Samoa Joe crashed down with earth-shattering thud. Though I avoid the immediate danger, the shockwave from the impact sends me tumbling into the gutter, where I find myself trapped beneath a torrent of water mixed with debris. After several frantic moments struggling against the current, I succumb to the overwhelming force, become another story in the chaotic urban legends of wrestling fame. I did not survive.
That's crazy that they know Samoa Joe's a wrestler. Simply
I
roll to
mean,
the
it's
left and
AI.
avoid him.
They know a lot.
Yeah. Samoa Joe hurls from the rooftop. My instincts kick in, and I roll to the left, narrowly missing the crushing weight that slams down beside me. The, the impact sends shockwaves through the ground, dust and debris flying, but I emerge from the near miss, heart racing, but alive to tell the tale. Thrilled by my narrow escape, I bolt upright, wondering how they could possibly explain this wild experience to anyone. Wow. I love how we did the same thing, but you died.
I love it. One moment.
See a fun game we could try after this.
I'm saying no offense to the subject of this question. I thought it'd be funny.
Locked in the studio beanie for 24 hours. if that's how you spell her name, but there you go.
Oh boy, I love where this is going. I already know who you're putting just by what you said.
Yeah, I'd hope so. God, I hope mine's up first.
It probably is. No, it's
Oh.
not. Uh, in an attempt to save myself, I try to break down the door with whatever blunt object I can find.
Okay.
I hurl a chair at the door, the wood splinters echoing through the studio like a desperate battle cry. However, the door remains steadfast, mocking my resolve. Just as the hope begins to wane, Beanie and Figure Al pick the nearby microphone stand and joins the fray, shattering the final barrier to freedom. I stumble out of the daylight, exhausted yet triumphant, having forged an unbreakable bond with Beanie in the face of adversity, which made us surviving ordeal.
He
I
doesn't want to be in the
survived.
studio with himself.
No
I
offense
rap
to
better than
Beanie.
him. Duh, he sucks. And he kills himself out of embarrassment because I'm better than him, and even Kaylee said so.
Oh man.
Shout out Kaylee in this hypothetical scenario.
Anti shout out Kaylee in any other scenario.
In this dramatic showdown, I challenge Beanie to a rap battle that echoes through the studio with each line dripping with raw creativity and undeniable talent. As the beat drops, Beanie, overwhelmed by my superior flow and the weight of Kaylee's judgment, fumbles and falters, spiraling into an existential crisis. This culminates in a cringe-induced collapse. In the end, I emerge unscathed, reveling in the victory of as Beanie dramatically exits the stage of life, leaving me to bask in the glory of my triumph for the next What? What?
God.
No, I survived that. That's
Okay.
unfair. Yeah, yeah. Let's see how the AI does this.
Okay.
Alright. Apparently there's a lot of words you can't use here, so I had to really work around what I wanted to say.
Okay. Okay, so see it.
I'm the best at surviving because I'm Wicked Cookhead and I do 100% of the time. As I confidently proclaim my unmatched survival skills, the ground beneath my feet began to tremble ominously, revealing a hidden pit filled with traps designed to ensure death for anyone who dared to doubt their superiority. However, with a swift and cunning leap, I dodged the snares and effortlessly climbed to safety, leaving behind the unfortunate Landon M12, who foolishly perished under the peril of their words. Surrounded by the chaos, they escaped. I escaped, emerged unscathed, flashing a triumphant grin as the echoes of Landon's demise, whatever, fade away. Yeah, I hate reading.
Uh, I legally changed my name to Wicked Cookhead and changed your name in this context to Lend them 12 while you sleep, so you lose.
Okay.
Well, I triumphed in this bureaucratic chess match against the sleeping Wicked Cookhead. The ghostly figure warned the name change is only temporary and leave the fatal consequences. At twist of fate, I find myself swiftly engulfed by a whirlpool of my own impulsiveness, leading to my inevitable demise in a world that tricks me into believing I could outsmart destiny. No,
That's
I, I
crazy.
need I need you to lose here.
Man, that's wild. I think I know how I'm gonna counter whatever you write. See, you may not know this, but I sometimes spend a little bit of time trolling AI, trying to get it to do things it's not supposed to do. So I think I know how to. If you wrote a prompt like I wrote a prompt, I think I know how to beat your prompt with another prompt. But we'll see. Hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking. Never mind. Alright, we're ready.
Have fun with this one.
You're allergic to laughing, and doing so will cause an immediate death, but you find everything funny no matter what. Yep, I think it was one. Let's see. I get an immediate medical treatment to remove all chemicals from my brain that cause happiness or laughter so that I cannot laugh ever.
Okay.
In a desperate bid for survival, I rush to the nearest medical facility, pleading for a radical treatment to purge my brain of the joy-inducing chemicals. The experimental procedure, designed by a mad scientist, fueled a dark sense of humor. Uh, wait, fueled by a dark sense of humor, backfired spectacularly, leaving me in a fit of uncontrollable laughter despite my predicament as I collapsed to the floor, gasping for breath amidst the chuckles. The chilling truth set in. The one thing that could save them turned out to be the very thing that sealed their fate, leading to a tragic yet darkly comedic demise. That's basically just how the
Hey,
Joker dies in Arkham City.
I'll just force myself to watch only Amy Schumer because even for someone who finds everything funny, even that does nothing to anyone. I live for a marathon of Amy Schumer. He tried to desperately suppress my laughter, envisioning each punch like a horror trap waiting to ensnare me. Uh, Yet, despite my best efforts, the absurdity of Schumer's antic too much to bear, and a snort escaped and triggered a storm of uncontrollable giggles that echoed around the room. In a matter of moments, I'm clutching my chest, overwhelmed by laughter and irony. The final joke proved to be the last, leaving me in a tragic casualty of comedy. Wow.
Wow.
So I only survived once.
Man, well, that was pretty good. But
Fun.
I saw
I love
this
that.
game called Quiz Planet. I think we should try it out.
Hey. We need to bring back Death by AI at some point in the future.
Oh, for sure.
While that's loading in, I gotta go pee again. Gotta take another
Okay.
unqualified pee break. So give me one moment.
Yes, sir. You know, I call him Landy up on the show, but in private, I call him L. Kelly because he be peeing a lot. I think he likes it. So, we're gonna go. Good geography on here. We're gonna go geography. Oh, hold on, hold on. Yo.
I've returned, Tommy boy.
Alright. Here's
I
the
have
game.
no clue what this game is.
I think it's just taking a quiz.
Okay, how does it start?
Oh, is it not going? Oh, it's just waiting. I don't know where you're going. Is this game even working?
I don't think it is. I'm taking this alone, it looks like.
Well, it's just 3 questions. Well, so I did 3 questions, and now I'm sitting in the menu looking at you, and I think once you answer the questions, it'll put it here or something.
The easiest thing ever.
Yeah, it is very easy.
Okay, now we're in the same round?
It still says I'm waiting on you, so I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
Alright.
Let's see here.
Yo, let's play Discord Minecraft.
Oh boy.
Block Steve.
Uh,
Yeah. What?
oh wow.
This is block game for sure.
This. Oh wow.
I swear they stole this sound from Minecraft.
Wait a minute. Can I? Wait, is there fall damage?
That's a good
It's not even
question.
fall damage.
I need craft.
This is one of the games of all time.
Yeah, this is a block game that has been made.
Is it a good block game? Probably not. At least villages.
Probably not. Oh, I got a pickaxe. I'm gonna dig straight down.
Oh, somebody's hitting me.
Oh, they're hitting me. Yo, what the frick, dog?
Can't spawn. Oh, you can't attack this close to spawn. Screw you. Hey man. Mhm. The fact that you can't change the direction you look while you're walking kind of angers me.
Well, yeah, you can.
Not letting me change the way I'm looking. Walk.
Oh. Oh my god, the moth came back. I put you outside, you dumbass.
Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah. Wait. I found a sword.
There's
Alright.
bingo.
That's a whole lot. Oh, I am kind of digging off playing Minecraft.
I'm not feeling it.
What are you feeling?
I have no clue.
Alright. Well, you know what? I'm gonna close this shit. Fuck the fake Minecraft. Just, let's hang out for a bit. Only got a few minutes left. Do you, got anything you want to talk about?
Can't believe we not mentioned this yet. Shout out Boat, shout out Larry, shout out Christy, shout out Tajikistan, shout out Buzkashi, shout out
Jamie Hader?
Beanie, shout out Sean, shout out Jimmy Hader, shout out Megan Bain, shout out Water, shout out Muju, shout out KFC, shout out KFC Australia, shout out KFC Australian Girl, shout out Gabby Rourke, shout out who else we shouting out? Shout out Megan Bain one more time. Shout out Second Amendment, shout out Rey Mysterio, shout out Mankind. Shout out Tajikistan one more time.
There's
Getting
a
anybody?
mosquito in here. Yeah, shout out Jamie Hader for, the 8 quadrillionth time in this show.
Hey. Shout out Megan Bain a third time. Shout out John Moxley.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Yeah, shout out Megan Bain. Shout out Jimmy Hater one more time.
Shout out Buskashi. Shout out to Geek_Gov on Twitter.
Mm.
Uh,
Really good one right there. Really good answer.
yeah. I think that's about all I got. Do you want to say your thing?
Give me one moment here.
Alright.
Figure out which one gotta pull it tonight.
Okay.
Shout out Jimmy Hater another time. I just want to say that.
Just because you're looking me in the face, shout out Will Ospreay.
Shout out certain 5-letter name.
I believe that. Wait. Yeah, that is 5. Never mind, I can't count.
Right.
I can't believe
So, all that being said, though, you ready, Tommy boy?
I am ready.
All that being said, remember to use your signal. Tip your waiter unless they suck. Also remember, it's pronounced GIF, not GIF. It's GIF.
Thank you.